Duncan played by Chandler. Green coming off the screen. Yes.
With Greg, before the game, we talked to Greg Popovich about Duncan and dribble handoffs.
Possession as well as you could. Jameer Nelson did a great job of holding his ground until the help could get there.
Chandler bottled up. Nice play by Bonner. Last touch by Sanders with the Knicks.
And Marv, I don't think that the suspension starts until he's available to play because of the injury. So it could be an extended period before they get him into their rotation.
Dallas ball and Parsons puts it in play. Ellis tried the alley. You're broken up by Duncan. Here comes Green. Had to put it back. Bellinelli gives to Green for three. Yes. Duncan working on right. Goes right out and beats him off the dribble. Cannot finish. Rebound Duncan. Yes. And a count.
Great extra effort by the big fella Tim Duncan. But once again, Greg, it speaks to Tyson Chandler.
For Ellis. Once again, Duncan going against Brandon Wright. And hits. Tim Duncan had a quiet first half. And with Tyson Chandler sitting down, Duncan showing some signs here in the third. Arthur coming on for Joseph, who did a nice job off the bench. Duncan, yes. Facing up on Chandler Parsons.
Great awareness by San Antonio.
To offset that small ball of the Mavs.
Shot clock at 5. Parsons has been very quiet. Is rejected by Duncan. Parsons just 1 of 8 from the field. Look, Parsons only a second field goal. 2 of 9 overall, just 5 points. Ginobili, it counts. It's a foul.
A fantastic finish by Ginobili, but even a better pass by Tim Duncan.
That was just an easy opportunity. Leonard back to the Suns killer over the years, Tim Duncan, averaging 21.5 points. All NBA second team, never made the first, which is hard to believe. Inside, it's Duncan.
That's a tough shot. I mean, he was on an angle.
Tony Parker. Into Duncan.
Jeff Hornacek probably going to call a timeout here to stop this.
Against the world champs. Day, fronted by Keith, 5 on the timer. And Day pops it from 3.
He finally make one. Popovich being very patient with him. He knocked it down.
It's
a draft in here.
Very fitting on this night. Huh? It's frightening. Here's Duncan. Little baby hook.
Yeah, both of those players should have just turned to the crowd and said, boo.
Up to 5. Parker. Deflected by Bledsoe. 2 on the shot clock. Step away by Diaz.
You know, that's when he's very good. He doesn't look to shoot the ball early in the shot clock. Very unselfish.
Suns have never led down by as much as 15. Oh, what a move by Duncan.
Old man move. That's what that is.
Plucked out of the air by Corey Joseph. They swing it over to Duncan for the full extension. Boy, they can quiet a surge in a hurry, can't they?
Fender inside, Tiago again. Timmy with the intercept, and Parker back the other way. Trying to stay with Kyle Korver. Korver knocks it off from the side, and on the drive is Carroll. Tim certainly interfered with that shot, chased down and out of bounds. Watch out, Carroll, and then Duncan with the block and the takeaway.
Just a tad.
17-11. Millsap puts it down, challenges Duncan. Timmy wins this one.
I thought Millsap got ball movement. Got to move that ball around the horn.
Short block for Duncan, and he puts it in. Man, these guys are on fire.
Anything along the ground, it's all Marker could do is stop that ball from going out of bounds.
Duncan and Ginobili double team, and here's Boris Diaw.
To take advantage of this opportunity, he said, I always have to be in attack mode. He said that's with the basketball, and even when Manu has it, he's such a good passer.
Ontic couldn't keep it away from Marco. Timmy. Kojo
Joseph in amongst the trees gets it to go, and the Spurs by 13.
Parker. Tipped off by Duncan, tipped back in by Timmons.
That came very close to...
Devil gets ready.
That's right. Spurs by 15, 42-27, larger than 17, and another block in.
Stieg, and Tony Parker has a full head of steam.
Ontic over Timmy. Thiago kept it alive for Green, out to Manu Ginobili. Here.
Duncan against Walford. Leonard lays it in.
And he got those big hands. He was able to move that ball to keep from getting blocked.
Tim reposts. Manu.
Beautiful drive by Manu Ginobili.
Hawks' third three of the night, all by Damari Carroll. Duncan. Young fella on the big stage in San Antonio. Here's Duncan going in, laying it in.
That quick dunking.
Germany represented on this International Night of Basketball, 79-76. Inside Kawhi from Duncan. 3 seconds and a takeaway by Jeff T. Take it back by Duncan. Diaz. With the timeout, Hawks advance the basketball. Now Paul Millsap puts it on the floor. Hand it over to Corbett. Kyle will drive. Taken away by Duncan.
Points per game last year in 64 games.
Oh, you got too much space there. And again, these guys are just still learning how to play with each other.
Parker wheels and deals, going to the basket. 8 on the shot clock. Duncan against Ashen. On the drive, the sweeping hook is good, and the score is tied.
Great use of the glass there. Especially when you're throwing those little one-handed runners. You want to try to soften that shot up a little bit.
First basket for Duncan. The block by Timmy, saved by Parker. Duncan to Diaz to Duncan. And Tim finally scores. We heard a jutsus footsteps. Duncan against Ryan Anderson. Tim bangs it in.
Too easy. Great patience there from Timmy Duncan.
I know. That's why I didn't mention who
he's
did it.
falling to pieces.
But the Clippers have been great with the ball, and the Clippers force a lot of turnovers.
What a great look from Duncan to Diaz. Oz will guard him. Barnes went for the steal. Duncan. For 3. The lob will not fall. Taken by Duncan. Oh, beautiful. Pull down pass goes all the way up court. And a timeout will be taken by an angry Doc Rivers.
5 seconds.
Down low. Slam dunk.
Well, DJ went for the steal.
Duncan.
Yeah, DJ went for the steal.
And they're exercising some demons, no question about it. Kawhi Leonard, the bounce to Duncan.
Blake didn't want to pick up a foul there. He already had 2. He had to be passive on that attempt. He knew that Ginobili stunted and came on Griffin. He knew exactly where Ginobili's man was. The long cross-court run.
Down low to Leonard, and he'll stuff it. Shoulder surgery.
See how he's learned to play like Parker does?
Duncan.
Well, there's the crafty Ginobili, too. Nobody can match his creativity and his efficiency.
Joseph, the 9 call the ball nicely. Lake 3 in the clock. Put it up, not in. Rebound comes off to Leonard. To Duncan for 2. They just kept going at it. And there's offensive rebounding hurting the Clippers again at distance. Leonard faces up on Barnes. Duncan. Good look from Diaz.
You just
They go from 1st to 29, but it's early yet, and they had a real tough preseason schedule going over to Europe as Duncan knocks that down. That little fade, get him going. But Corey Joseph is only 23 years of age.
Yeah, the 1 year in Texas.
There are a lot of baskets at the rim tonight for the Spurs.
And Steve Kerr is going to call a timeout
with the ball.
Duncan makes you pay. Spurs won the first quarter by 3. They won the second quarter by 3. Andy Green driving. And Duncan beautifully done.
That's what Tony Parker does. Dribble, penetrate the ball.
You're getting San Antonio's A game tonight. And Parker to the lane again.
Mr. Spates.
Look how strong Tim Duncan is.
I'm Mr. Duncan, and I've been here for 18 years. I knew where you were going.
That's it. Spurs come up with a stop, winning that jump ball. Warriors have come from 14 down. Down to 3. Duncan down the lane, and field goal and the foul. He tops it inside, and it's going to be a jump ball.
This is an important possession here.
Parker 3. They're just perfect. We have a foul in addition. Clock at 7. Good deep position. And Steve Kerr is going to use a timeout.
Jumper, Bonner ends up with the squirted rebound.
Well, he's had 3 good looks at the basket. If they continue to go to him, he'll score.
Duncan with plenty of space to roll in for 2 on the beautiful delivery from Parker. 53% here at Staples, 47% from 3. Here's Leonard. Looks off the pass and buries the triple with an answer.
Okay, when you're a San Antonio.
Manu Ginobili losing the handle. Shot clock at 8. Ginobili, good dish. Duncan rumbling in for 2.
Okay, that's just a head. LA, can they button up defensively? They're last in the league in points against, last in the league in shooting percentage against.
And they didn't button up there. Duncan over the double team with the bucket and the foul. Shot clock at 7. Parker using the Diao screen. Sidestepping into the paint. There's Duncan, and that is point number 25,000 for Tim Duncan, who will peel back.
I just want to say, you appreciate Noah and Gasol passing from the high post as centers when you're watching the Lakers here, because they have cutters.
Get an extra $9 million to play with under the salary cap, and then remember, because he's a Bird free agent, they can sign him and go over the cap.
Has said that he's pretty sure he will be in a Spurs jersey for life, and he wants to be with one team. This guy has been for 18 years, and he's still doing it.
Well, his last 2, still 10. The Lakers are still playing with a ton of energy here right now, but they need this guy to get some baskets.
And instead turns it over. Kobe.
McLemore.
See, the Kings really want to push the tempo. They know this team played last night against the Lakers, and it is an older team.
Shot clock at 10 seconds. Green, and there's Duncan finding him. Nice cut to the basket.
You know, Tim Duncan, obviously the complete power forward.
Double screen set up for Parker. And there's Tim Duncan. He's got 4 points. And there is Duncan, 30-27.
Yeah, very well defended by Jason.
2-27. And it's the other way. Landry. They bottle him up. And it's jump ball with Tim Duncan and Carl Landry.
A lot of traffic in there. Carl's got.
Although he missed that, but that was a nice move. Parker, his cousin, went for a steal in the backcourt. Duncan.
Kawhi Leonard really making Rudy work hard for his points.
He's trying to go to 6 and 4. with 2 more home games remaining on this homestand. Tim Duncan cuts it to 8. 2 to shoot. Rudy's going to have to hurry. Cousins.
And DeMarcus Cousins just...
And that time they took it away from DeMarcus Cousins. Turnover number 8. He's a 1-point game. San Antonio can take the lead. And they've got the lead. And Michael Malone, timeout. It's the first lead for the Spurs since the 2:35 mark of the second quarter.
8 on the shot clock. Drops it into Timmy. They come with a double. He finds Bonner and a little lefty hook.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. You know, when you're playing against teams like this, you try to do it if you won this game by less than double digits, rather.
Timmy from Danny Green. Bank is open, and Duncan converts to make it a 12-6 contest. Absolutely amazing stat. Then they go to Houston and lose by 1 as Timmy gets an and 1 here.
That's because Houston took the game off. When you're able to set up your defense, why give them opportunities or easy opportunities in the open floor?
Duncan got the bucket to even up after Baamute hit the opening basket the other way to start. Matt Bonner. And the Red Rocket knocks down the triple. Bonner coming in here tonight, averaging just under 5 points a game. Miss, and Kawhi Leonard brings it across.
Good extra pass there by Tony Roden.
Oh, boy. Lays it up. Can't hit. Timmy on the glass. The follow-up.
The thing that they did was off the bench created offense. Great job of picking up the tempo when they came off the bench and impact the game. Duncan knocks down the first jump.
Long shot from Duncan for a big guy.
Very good. You know, his offensive numbers don't look great so far, and I think that gives them a lot of hope as Duncan knocks in another shot. I mean, think about it.
9% from the field, well below his normal numbers. He slips and lost the ball. Parker pushes. Finds Duncan. Foul and 1. Duncan got whacked and still able from.
They had 3 players playing over 30 minutes a game. Shocking.
Inside, another nice pass, and Boris Diaw able to finish.
That's what Coach talked about.
Diaw inside, nice feed. Duncan would have been a goaltend. Still goes in, and Duncan with 11 points here in the first period. Varejao, nice fake strip by Duncan. Lead pass, Ginobili. Duncan finds Diaw. Boy, Diaw, another nice flip shot. He's been terrific here in this first half. Offensively, 11. Ginobili. Diaw, nice feed again. Boy, he has had some just pretty assists. That's 5 here in the first half.
Progress. But with Love going to work on the dribble, Steph Curry
is a tremendous weapon out of pick and roll and pick and pop situation. You don't want to. Duncan has turned back time. Ooh. What you don't want to do is make.
Trying to draw some contact on Green. Harris behind the back dribble. Nice feed inside. Thompson blocked. Duncan got a piece of it. And Day comes out of it. Duncan against Love. Turns. Bank shot. It's good. Spurs back up by 1. Duncan with 8 to shoot. Finds Ginobili. Banks it in. Great pass from Duncan.
Remaining. And actually Pop is looking over saying exactly that's what they want.
Well, doesn't matter now. He missed the free throw. And then James dribbles it off his leg. Ginobili comes free. He'll try and dribble it out. Throws it up and the game is over.
Openings of the game, and they still will run that play a lot as well. Boris Diaw played really well Wednesday night for the Spurs in the win over Cleveland, 92-90. Back out there, he kind of semi-screened him. Well, Jim, you talked about the three-point shooting defense for the Spurs. It's the other side of the story for the Wolves. Near the bottom of the league, allowing 43%. He's going fast all the time.
Yeah.
Williams, what a feed to Gorgie Jang. He can't get the finish. And it will be San Antonio. 7 to shoot for the Timberwolves. Williams gives it up for Bennett. Has it sent the other way. Here comes Parker. Ginobili back to Parker in the 3 minutes to go, second quarter here in downtown Minneapolis. Tim Duncan using the glass and his first shot attempt of the game. Gets it to go. Parker started the season this year in the season opener 4 of 4 from three-point range and hasn't cooled off. He's 3 of 3 tonight, and he just picked up another assist setting up Tim Duncan.
So easy.
Wiggins.
That's just a hard shot. I mean, Minnesota's taking way too many contests. You got to make Duncan pay for doing that, by the way.
Wiggins gets his hands on the basketball, but Duncan able to hold on to it. Now he'll have the and one opportunity.
Outboarded Minnesota by 19 in the 29-point win.
Diao to Timmy, holds off Teletovic and gets the easy two.
The handle. Here's Brook Lopez.
Timmy takes it away from him, saves to Leonard. Against Johnson, pulls up.
Many turnovers that Minnesota scored 21 points, but the Spurs scored 24 off 12 Minnesota turnovers. Williams can't finish. Marco Bellinelli bringing it back. Marco Bellinelli bringing it back.
Timmy on the attack on Lopez.
How about that play there? Beautiful running lefty hook.
10 points a game, number 3 among rookie scoring. Kawhi Leonard. A shot looking too good to not start falling.
Yeah, I mean, his first one's just come in and out on him.
He was in the Italian League last year. Inside, they look for it. Cannot get it. There's Tim Duncan there to provide the interference. Chasing against Duncan. Boris Diaw.
Fade away over Teletovic and the bankaroo from Bobo. Oh, I love that.
That's an impossible shot to stop.
Taken away by Green. Duncan to Leonard. Touchdown! But they only did 2 instead of 6.
10 on the shot clock. Manu trying to stay with him. Goes inside to Plumlee.
Blocked by Duncan, taken away by Timmy.
His hands are just remarkable. He comes up with the block. The ball's all over the place. He's got to take a glance at it.
Bogdanovich. Inside, Plumlee blocked by Duncan.
That's no good.
You're right, shot clock expired.
Early on in that possession by Timmy.
Parker looking.
Oh, Tim, and the banger! Puts the flush on it. Baines to Duncan, Green. This thing's like it's in fast forward. And Tim, swish. I mean, that ball is sizzling.
National players, so many guys that can make plays, and they want to make plays. They want to help each other out.
Duncan and Parker combine on the steal. Bellinelli ahead to Danny Green. And got it to fall after Jack got a piece of it.
Williams too strong. Timmy outlet. Kawhi against Joe Johnson.
And one! Oh, the Aztec!
Thank you, Ritza. Welcome back. The Spurs, little danger here in the third quarter.
5 on the shot clock. Danny Green, no danger. Knocks down the triple.
He needed that one to stop the bleeding.
That ball club's in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Trying to get it together, even though it's early on.
Danny Green, he's not in a funk.
Green last night drained 4 threes, knocks this one down here. His second of the quarter, third of the night. He's got 11. To Dallas, and now been in Indiana his 3rd year.
On the drive, Solomon Hill knocked away by the Spurs. 7 on the shot clock for the Pacers game.
Just working on that in-between game. He was forced to work on it early last year because everybody's running him off the line.
Timmy with the block, Boris with a takeaway. Kawhi Leonard.
He's got 4, the same for Scola and Stuckey.
Parker to Timmy, and the easy 2.
Spurs ought to have a field day in that screen and roll.
Hall of Fame membership. Timmy with it here. Speaking of Hall of Famer.
To Marco. Well, Duncan had 7 assists to tie with Tony for the leadership the other night. Effortless. Marco run off the line, the floater, short on the 2 to follow. Timmy, stay with it.
About Marco Bellinelli, it looked like a left-handed attack, right? And what happens is you have teams that fall asleep on him as well, thinking it's going to be an easy game. Next thing you know, you're in a dogfight.
Timmy from Tony. Spurs back within 7 after scoring. Parker back out to Diaw. Boris inside to Tim and gets the easy 2.
Wow, outstanding high-low there from Boris and Timmy. I think they set a double screen at the top.
We will back you on that one. Thank you, Itza. Scola on the drive, and the Spurs come up with it on the steal. They forced 3 turnovers here in the opening minutes of this second half. Timmy kept it alive along with Leonard and gets it to go on the second attempt.
How about the adjustment from Tim Duncan? Look like he's going to put that ball in his left hand, trying to force it over Mahinmi. But
Timmy, countered by Mahinmi. Back-to-back buckets from number 21, and Duncan. Again, their defending of the 3 has really been key. The Spurs haven't got any momentum in this game. Manu. Hallelujah, there we go. There's Ginobili. Just say you can't. And he'll go. Ginobili and Diaw. 4:48 to go. Timmy. Off the window and good. And now trying to finish him off. Manu. And 1. Ginobili. He has done it in every possible fashion tonight.
He really turned it on. And again, something was said to him about his aggression, maybe his leadership, and he certainly responded.
Timmy with the block. Takes it away from McLemore. Green.
Doing his best, Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah. And the shot the other way is a follow-up by Hollins.
Hollins already with a nice start. Got 2 nice passes from Rudy Gay.
Miss Collison. Manu brings it back. Marco Bellinelli and Aaron Baines going to check in a moment. Timmy with the bucket.
Sacramento obviously is going to have enough time to go back down the floor. So it's important that you execute here.
Bonner for 3 from Duncan.
There
Nothing
you go.
but the bottom.
And no hesitation from Matt.
Out in Sacramento and still won the ball game though. Boris flips it up. Timmy retrieves and lays it up on the reverse.
Yeah, there's Hollins with a block there, but Timmy stays in that play. Beautiful use of the glass to get his shot on.
Duncan's back to Kawhi, tripped up. Tries to save, he does. 6 on the shot clock. Tim Duncan left open, and he cashes in. Been very judicious. He's got great confidence, particularly in that corner 3.
That's right.
Timmy with a block. Danny taps it out to Parker. Here come the Spurs.
Rudy Gay do exactly what you want, put the ball on the floor instead of getting wide open looks. But he's got a beautiful in-between game, and once he raises up, how are you going to block his shot?
Duncan counters, and Tim now with 14 points on a single-digit deficit of 80-71, 9 points.
Yeah, you figure they find themselves down 15 on the road without their best player, and that's when you give up. You concede.
Tim's got a grin after that one. A little floater that...
Put it on him here. See if you can get that lead back up, head into the 4th.
Bonner. Oh, he was spoofing us. Matt Bonner said, my knee's just fine. Leading 7 assists along with Manu Ginobili. Timmy knocked it away. Marco recovers. Bellinelli surveys the floor. 10 on the shot clock for Parker. Duncan swings it. Kawhi. Oh, yeah. Kawhi Leonard. The Aztec triple. Boy, the truck.
They must have done something right with the truck. They must have eaten plenty. Must have provided with plenty of wings. They took good care of me today. I didn't know Christmas came early.
At the green, not on by the logo, though. Yeah, but this starting from way far out. Another shot rejected by Duncan. But I like what Green just tried to do. Parker again, he gets in the paint. Bad things happening to the other team. Rondo is stuck on Duncan there. Green's in the corner. Oh, good play by Danny Green after a good block by Jeff. Minutes. Turner in traffic, stuffed from behind by Bonner. Gets it back baseline and gets the jumper to go. Duncan goes the other way for 2.
That's the old take him in the...
Taken away by Duncan.
Celtics have taken only 2 free throws in this game.
Well, the Spurs have committed only 2 fouls.
Right.
He's 2 for 10 at one point in this game. Has hit his last 4 shots, 6 of 14 now. He's got 13 to lead the Celtics.
Boy, what a perfect pass that was.
I know. They're surgical with their passes. Parker gets in the paint. They would have done that a lot.
Oh, that's much too easy.
Much too easy.
Shot clock is down to 6. Green, off-balance delivery. He puts it in from long range.
Boyan is going to have to understand against San Antonio, you can't run into screens with them. You can't get lost at down beating with Lionel Hollins and the 3 bigs, as you said. Lionel told them back to play their game as Duncan banks it in. And the game for Brook Lopez is not all low post power moves. He can face up and make that shot. So he can get in a groove, get in a rhythm. And then there's that thing about sharing the basketball. So it's a fine line. You have to understand what makes your team go.
Oh, Tony Parker splits defenders and feeds Duncan for the bucket. Trailed by 4. We come up on 5 minutes to play in this first half. Duncan left alone, gives it up, gets it back for the slam. Tony Parker the setup. Timeout, Brooklyn. 9:46. Nets. Williams the crossover, beats Parker off the dribble, the lob. Lopez got pushed by Duncan, then denied on the inside.
It's so tough to get a shot.
Hands it off to Williams. 6:45 to play in the third. Johnson likes the matchup on Bonner. Johnson to the hoop. Blocked by Duncan. No look to Lenovich. Spins, floats. Too strong. Well, Lopez 14 and 10. Spread the floor. Dump down. Duncan. Line drive for 2. Drives in. Green has got it for the floater. No. Tip in. Yes. Duncan. 82-70. Out of this lead. But again, late in the shot clock, Nets have nothing going here. Lopez drives in. Rejected. Johnson's 3 doesn't go. And it's rebounded by Green. Lopez had it.
In a role to allow your players to get open, to put the Spurs in a predicament. Right now, the Grizzlies not doing a good enough job of that.
Pick and roll, and Duncan line drives it in. Complaining will get you nothing. Duncan, backdoor cut, Kawhi Leonard. Lee has gone 2 games without making a 3, drives inside, comes up short. Randolph taps, goes up in traffic, and tied up by Duncan. Gasol knocks it away. Bonner holds Zach Randolph, and there's no call. Otherwise, the Grizzlies have an opportunity the other way.
You see, Zach didn't even get many touches while Matt Bonner was defending him.
Zach 0 for 4 so far tonight. Gasol in the lane, got hammered from behind. Ginobili lines up a 3.
Now, Mike Conley doesn't have to help. Everybody stay home here. Let Mark play Tim one-on-one and use his size.
They go inside out as Lee went to dig defensively, and Ginobili made him pay with another 3. Grizzlies back within 7. Free throws down by Gasol. He's got 8 on the night. High-low, Diaw.
Same thing. That's why I say the Grizzlies like the mini Spurs.
Got his hand on it. Danny Green.
When the baseline will be open, that shouldn't be helped. Try to force that guy that is fronting and get past back door there. To be able, but it's the spacing. Force that guy on the back door to not have help position.
Parker's hesitation move. Bonner for 3.
They just demoralize you. You get a great defensive stand.
Both participants in last year's finals in consecutive games. 5 o'clock start. Miami in town, and Duncan rolls to the rim. Off the setup from Ginobili, who comes in for Danny Green. Corey Joseph is in. Gasol with a game-high 19. Ginobili, Duncan, Tony Allen fouls, and they'll count the bucket. That's 4 fouls on Tony Allen. Bellinelli misses, follows. Duncan offensive rebound. Ginobili 3, of course.
I didn't see the grab. He never had an arm around him. Tough call on Mark.
And Duncan, of course, pays it off.
And because
alert, 12, 8, and a season-high 8 assists. Ginobili for 3. He's still perfect from beyond the arc. 5 for 5 from Ginobili. Wednesday night in Brooklyn, trying to get back on the winning track. Green, touch pass by Duncan. That'll be his 9th assist.
Good big plays.
Shot clock down to 6. Ginobili floats, tipped home by Duncan. There's the triple-double.
Here is Wiggins against Leonard, gives it up. Jang drops it down low for Wiggins, and Tim Duncan comes out of there with it. We got a piece of that.
Give them all the outside jumpers they want.
They shoot 34% from 3. Danny Green from Tim Duncan.
There's Danny Green. The Spurs are trying to accomplish.
8 on the shot clock on the inbounds. Timmy. Over Jang to get his first bucket. As we go to the second quarter, Bill and Sean Elliott, Andrew Monaco, and the crew with you here tonight. Timmy inside, the little lefty hook from Corey Joseph on a nice feed, and Duncan. These kind of problems.
Exactly.
I mean, there's just nothing you can do. He's a heck of a coach. When you get that many injuries, progress stops as Tim Duncan scores again.
He's running your offense through.
Kawhi toes the line. Duncan back to Kawhi for a 14-footer. Yep.
Wow. These guys are just clicking. They have eyes in the back of their head. That would have been pretty spectacular.
Now in the last attempt, Danny Green with another block, best among guards in the league, and then Kawhi Leonard, little turnaround jumper. Spurs bump their lead over Wiggins.
Oh, the spacing wasn't very good at all.
And the Spurs get the follow-up as Tim gets a tap on it to Boris Diaw.
Flip Saunders won a 24-second shot clock.
Here's Timmy, 8 on the shot clock against Jang. And Tim Duncan joins the double-figure scorers.
He'll be on the bench soon.
Let's hope. It'll be a good thing tonight. Here is Brewer. Knocked away, 8 on the shot clock for Minnesota.
Penetrated a little.
A 10-0 run. Now Minnesota last night, remember, as Joseph says, yeah, I do, Bill. Got the and one as Corey Joseph stops that 10-0 run. So took another one, no call. And now Danny Green. Spurs 3-on-2. Duncan and one timeout.
Rebound comes out to Duncan. Duncan, ageless, 2-time MVP. He'll be 39 in April, and there's a shot down the barrel by Danny Green. Danny Green to Joseph. Bonner sets the screen, rolls by it, paints open, high floater, tip, down she goes. Guess who? Tim Duncan.
Basket. His guy goes for the block shot and favors, and no one boxes Duncan out.
Little turnaround push shot, patented Tim Duncan. 2 quick buckets by number 20. We all do, right? Just another way to get a little rest time. Duncan in the paint. Canner went by, and Duncan, first quarter, 3 buckets, 6 points.
Got to shut down San Antonio from getting in the paint right now.
Jazz have hit 7 of their first 14. Diaw feeds Timmy D, and that ball deflected but counted, goaltend. And Duncan with a little circus shot of his own. Conversation, I read that with Phil Jackson, and the Warriors are hot. They've won 13 straight. The next 5 include Houston, Dallas, New Orleans, Memphis, and OKC. That's a good test for Golden State. Point spread with 6:20, and the clock runs here in Salt Lake City. Jazz give it away. Joseph, Green, taken away. Putting together one of their finest second quarters of the season. Low pass picked up by Hayward. He'll penetrate. Nice dish down. Oh, Hayward couldn't find Favors. He was caught, Matty, under the rim. Bonner just hit that 3. Gives it to Duncan. Touch pass, Ginobili. Duncan flying high off those legs of 38 years from the floor. We're tied at 38. A 12-point first half for Duncan. Trey behind the back. Booker slides it down on the block. Push shot, no. Rebound, Duncan. Well, Bailey's moving in storage, and the Jazz start the third with a jumper by D-Faves. Duncan right back over the top of Favors, so we trade bucket.
Look, it makes it look effortless, but that's a difficult shot.
Leonard nearly had his 6th steal of the ball game. Back inside, shot a little strong by Cantor. A minute in, third quarter. Let this crowd settle back in.
Well, Dial starting the second half, not Bonner. A little adjustment from Coach Popovich.
Nice pass down low over the top, and Danny Green.
Man, your value goes so far higher.
Trey Burke tries the baseline. Cantor inside, blocked from behind by Duncan.
Duncan's third block of the night. And you see him just tying it up. Cantor almost breaks it loose. Another half second, he would have had 2 points.
Cantor 6'11" against his 6'7" Tim Duncan, and the Spurs end. They move it to Dial, dump down Duncan. Boy, Matty, how many times have they drawn up that play? This is by the NBA on that carry. That's turnover number 15 by Utah. Duncan rolls his shoulder in, and the patented Duncan bucket, 19.
See what the veteran Duncan does. It's the shot that Leonard had to shoot over.
That important couple of 2 minutes right here. Under 5.5, there's a tip ball, turnover Utah. Leonard on a run, skip pass, Spurs run with 25 points. Into Duncan, rolls it up and in. Timmy Duncan, 21.
Do that anymore. Everyone's slipping out of every screen.
Great look by Duncan. He's there for the putback, and it's 8-0 San Antonio. The last two in Texas with the Rockets. Joseph finds Duncan, and the easy bank shot for Duncan. Wellington lost the ball. Anderson takes it himself, and Duncan able to score inside. Spurs players have played in this game. 9 have scored. Only Tony Parker is not. In shot clocks. Bryant driving the lane. Underneath to Davis. Rejected and taken away by Duncan. Here's Joseph with 5 seconds left in the half. Drives, no. Duncan with a putback. 8 points, 8 rebounds for Duncan. Shot clock down to 5. Green with 2, hits Splitter. The extra pass to Duncan, who kisses it home. And Duncan now with 12 points.
Called me over and says, listen, you don't have to guard him. I do. So next time, just shut up and let me do my best.
Bellinelli for 3. And the Spurs have hit 8 triples. The Lakers with 10
on Nick Young.
Shot clock at 3. Lynn in trouble. Finds Boozer. Duncan got the block, but Boozer puts it in the game. Duncan with a classic move, and that puts him 18th all-time. Ahead to Ginobili. He'll fire. Missed the 3. Duncan is there. Rebound number 18. And Ginobili buries a 3.
The dribble.
109-106. Ginobili gets free, finds Duncan underneath. Beautiful play. Spurs back within 1. Won't go. He's 7 of 21 from the floor. Spurs looking to retake the lead here. Duncan got it to go. Spurs back on top.
Brian Leonard, I think you got to be physical with him while he's kind of nursing that bad hand. Duncan shot on the way, good. Duncan averaging 14.5 at just under 11 rebounds. Game in San Diego today. Nuggets with an early 6-point lead. Now Duncan over Mozgov. Tim Duncan, who has 809. Nixon looking for top. Under to Mozgov, nobody there. Mozzie, he volleyballs it out. Lalo, another 2-pointer. Never could get possession of it. That's a layup. Dump it into Splitter. And Splitter is there for 2. Thiago Splitter. Not a great athletic team. As Lawson launches. And Duncan, baseball pass. Joseph, score.
But you go to sleep, follow your shot, one guy runs out, another guy catches the board.
Overplaying Ty to his right. Harris, pass deflected. Dial's got it.
So you can't go into the lane with the...
That's with Nurkic as the anchor has looked pretty good.
Looked pretty good at times last night, too.
Sure did. Robinson. Nurk. Blocked by Duncan.
Well, he lost the ball, and he got into...
But that last possession, they just not converting.
3 for 11. Well, why the second quarter, and then you gamble. And you can't gamble on the post.
This will be the lob to Duncan. Here it comes. There it is. Corner 3. Corey Joseph. Pretty good execution there.
Still got a lot of time.
Free throw Story. Well, the Nuggets have made 5 of 6, but they're not getting enough. Matt Bonner. The Red Rocket knocks in a triple.
Go ask C.J. Anderson that one.
Well, I don't get the tweet. The tweeter, is he saying that Wilson has been playing poorly?
No, he's saying no. He's just saying if Gallo comes back. Yeah. He said give.
Momentarily, we'll have
answers too deep. Let him get too deep. You got to ride him, not let him get between you and the basket.
Lonzo G. Duncan blocks it into the crowd.
Duncan against Gasol and scores.
That's an old man move right there.
Run for the Grizzlies. Inside a minute to go, first quarter. Spurs down 16. Timmy got it, and one. 7 on the shot. Ginobili to Timmy. The left-hand shot is good. Joseph gives it off to Tim Duncan. Inside Boris Diaw for 2.
That's a great catch there from Boris. Looked like he was going across to set a screen for somebody. Timmy just throws it right over the top. Ball back into that zone once again.
Calathis. Inside Timmy with a steal. Tosses it ahead to Bellinelli. Save
himself, and that's one thing they love about Kyle Anderson. And he's talented. He's very, very talented.
Marco knocks down the triple as Bellinelli. Marco. Duncan with the flush. Front of Lee to get it. Off to Tim. Going to the hole. Hallelujah. Spurs are on the board. First things first.
I had to use that rim to protect his shot. He's got Gasol and Randolph guessing he's going to lay it up and come through with a reverse layup. The glass, they're defending, they're moving the ball better than we are. They're getting out in transition.
Marco knocks down the jumper. Continuity they've had over the years is paying off for this club. Duncan looking for the handle and scores as Boris feeds it.
Now Mike Conley does a great job getting back in that play. Disrupt. He got me on that tricky. Marco was not drafted. He's a free agent. As a matter of fact, that was a great Popovich find. Pop found him, brought him this thing ever. You figure out how in the world they get up and down the court.
4 on the shot clock for Conley. Tim says no, sir. Bats it out of bounds. 1.2. Manu had to rearrange that. Kick out. Green for 3. Yes! Danny Green, the Tar Heel triple. Spurs by a deuce. Off to Ginobili. Out to Corey Joseph. Back to Manu. Inside. Timmy. Got it.
That's a risky pass. Able to make it through Vince Carter.
Trying to get the lead back in their hands. Conley swings it. Courtney Lee for 2. Spurs got a piece of it, but it goes to Randolph. Blocked by Danny Green.
Wow, what a play from Danny.
Spurs could tie it again or take the lead. Here's Bellinelli. Off to Duncan, looks to Manu. Tie again. Tim Duncan. Tie.
That's good.
Yes! Oh my goodness! I don't believe it! Timmy ties the ball game! Yes, they can. Timmy's back.
How about the pep and his step on that move?
Spurs 113. Gasol with 5 on the clock. Manu's Timmy helped knock it away.
One in total rebounding in the NBA. Here's Duncan fading away. He knows how to use that window.
Well, you know how he did it? He did it in slow motion, by the way. With 5 and he's wide.
Last year, only Aaron Aflalo had more post points for a guard. Nice shovel from Joseph, and Duncan with the finish.
See, we have 2 excellent passing teams here tonight. Long arms, defensively, and pretty quick feet.
Duncan using that window again.
They screen Freeland, and you do that with Duncan.
Tonight, thanks to the injury to Kawhi Leonard, his 4th career start, as Duncan makes it turnover number 6 for Portland.
3rd team All-NBA last year, along with Aldridge. They were both on the 3rd team.
Duncan on the feed from Diaw. What a shovel from the Frenchman.
You know what I said? I'm looking at the stat sheet here. 4 times. And the nice thing you're seeing, if you're a Portland fan, very few turnovers, only 2 this quarter.
Duncan, what a spin! Baby. He may be old, but he's still nimble.
Wait a second.
December.
Now, see, you got to work Duncan and work and force them. You see, you don't have to force that unless you're going to make it, because Danny said, "You relax. I had it."
Matthews with San Antonio back. Grab, zipping baseline, denied by Duncan. Quick down to Joseph.
They're not challenging the shot block.
Not going to the rim.
There you go.
Here's Duncan with the hook, banking it home.
That's like textbook. You know what I'm saying? You say, okay, now here's how you do this video with no defense. He does it with defense.
It is timeless for Tim Duncan, who has 16 and 6 and now a steal. And the dish, Green up ahead, gets whacked. 5 to shoot. Working on Aldridge. Duncan spinning. Oh, that's too pretty.
Well, the backboard would not allow that ball to be missed. All right?
6 to shoot, Duncan. Backing in Kaman. Duncan fading away. He got it.
Now, you could not play him any better than Kaman played.
Him and Green working together. Aldridge stripped it. 2 to shoot. Duncan finds Joseph just in the nick of time.
Come on, you got an advantage here. 4 on 2.
And Duncan fires it down.
See, that was
the foul.
Great recognition by Ginobili. Great recognition by Ginobili. Meantime.
5 to shoot. Duncan. He got it.
He played that perfectly. They brought in Freeland at 7 feet to play him. Now, he hasn't played since the early part of the first half.
Here's Duncan, reining in with 27. Make it 29.
See, Freeland made the mistake the second time, played it the same way. He comes down.
10 to shoot. Around the Duncan screen, Bellinelli this time gets it to go.
See, that time he was off balance. Probably one time tonight that he was off balance on the release.
Portland come back and force overtime. Matthews denied. Tim Duncan. And then a little stare. Why not? He's earned it.
How about the lift?
Blazers down 6. Aldridge ducking inside. Denied by Duncan. Out of bounds off of Joseph. Duncan on Aldridge. Duncan. Fading away. Oh, we got it.
Like we said, Timmy tonight.
Bellinelli just 4 of 13 from the floor. Remember, the Spurs played a triple overtime game Wednesday. Duncan still spry, though.
Now, that play was by design.
Tony Parker and Chris Paul having a battle early on. Almost summer league-ish.
Timmy on the nice shovel pass from Tiago Splitters. Here. 7 on the shot clock for Timmy. Barnes leans to help. Duncan away from the double team. And Tim Duncan, whose last 2 ball games has been absolutely incredible.
He's fun to watch, let me tell you. I love watching DeAndre Jordan, just not against us.
Yeah, exactly. Tim Duncan got his body into Jordan to prevent the shot blocker from getting up in the air.
Oh, that one looked like a Cutler pass.
Timmy got the bucket and won!
And a little neat. I'm being smart.
Very selective.
Yeah, very selective using it.
Paul back to Griffin, nearly lost it, did lose it. Timmy picks it up. 41 seconds to go, 2 for 1.
Yep, you gotta go quickly.
Tomorrow night, and then they fly back home for
another game after a day off. Danny Green on cue. First shot, and it's good. 7 on the shot clock. Little hesitation from Anderson to Duncan. Timmy, no hesitation.
Yeah.
That's the way I like it.
That's what I like it too. Is able to sneak that ball in there, puts enough air underneath it.
Score in the game, gives it up now to Diaz. Back to Manu, to Tim for the dunk.
It proves you can continue to run your offense through Boris Diaw in the low block. Once again, you're not going to out-jump them. You got to use your body against them, keep them out of the paint.
Blocked by Duncan, loose one. Manu comes out of that with it. Ginobili splitter.
We've already turned it over enough. Don't try to get too cute with it.
Manu to Timmy, the floater. Got it.
I like that play there. Simple.
Dangerous inside Duncan. Oh, Timmy! Send him to the line. 5-point lead. Get it out of Parker's hands. Duncan from 18. Got it! Timmy!
That was a huge, huge bucket.
All of this movement is excellent basketball. They're one of the top teams in the league in assists.
Duncan, we're able to roll it in already.
Mike, because of his size, his athleticism, and that is to get more into the paint.
Back-to-back field goals for Parker. And San Antonio's opened the game 3 of 5.
Loss here right now because it's 3 years in a row that he's in double figures and then naturally one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Duncan, the pump fake draws the contact. And the future Hall of Famer will go to the line for a three-point play.
4 assists a game. Well, at Oklahoma City, they are 30th, last in the league in assists with only 19 a game. That's one of their problems.
Adams tried the same move on Duncan, and he was wise to it. Westbrook.
And then 40 at Oklahoma City. Incredible.
As part of his development, contributes as Duncan inside, collects, and throws it down. Duncan with 3 field goals. Bonner to Duncan down low. Westbrook there a second too late. Ginobili with the clock at 5.
Well, that was an excellent
1,000 times. You love his heart.
Oh, absolutely. Right, absolutely. Nice drop there.
Ginobili to Duncan. They've done that about 18,000 times. Joseph attacks.
Nice.
Finds Duncan for the dunk.
He's a young guy. He can make things happen in the paint. Foul line. He shoots a very, very high percentage in what we call pick and pop.
Duncan, beautiful feet on the move to Green. Just gets to the top, gathers and fires, and Green lays it in defensively, as opposed to just protecting the rim. Keeps drivers from getting in. Bonner knocks down a 3 for the 3rd time here this afternoon.
Well, that was just a good recovery by Duncan, and then finding Bonner.
Parker and Duncan play a little 2-man game. Oh, that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. Go watch that over and over and appreciate basketball at its finest.
Wow, that was just a great wraparound pass.
Trade was the one they used for Adams. That's why they were able to pick 12th overall. Joseph got bumped by Adams.
Nice.
Continuation. 3-point opportunity here. Brooks can't believe that's an end.
Fast start. And when they get into trouble, it's when they come out, they get slow, and they never seem to kick it into another gear. If it's slow starting, it tends to be pretty slow.
Former Texas Longhorn looking for early offense, something we talked about.
It was a good job. He gets in there and probe, and it was a good pass.
Yep. Ashik couldn't get the reverse.
I would like.
Yep. Ashik couldn't get the reverse.
I would like to see Ashik take one power dribble and go stronger.
Late close. Tim Duncan. Danny Green. And Duncan will get there. Nice take by Tim Duncan. First player 7 draft. Hard to believe. 18 years later. Pocket pass is a good one. Duncan came out. Anthony Davis had it tapped away. Here comes Kyle Anderson, rookie out of UCLA with Joseph. And he's blocked by
over the top.
Duncan tried to have his way in the paint. And forced it and got it on a frozen rope hook. So a little jump hook by Tim Duncan.
Got to crowd Duncan.
Yeah, that's too simple.
They're going to have 30 tonight. He's not going to play that many minutes, but...
Deep into the shot clock, Joseph with Duncan. He'll get it off in time. And again. It didn't look pretty.
It looked like he was throwing darts.
It doesn't matter, does it?
No.
And on the run out. Oh, little strong. Was it a pass? Anthony Davis couldn't collect it, or Anderson. Got to get back. Can't complain. Davis now 3 of 8 with 10 points, 4 boards. Splitter the other way. Ben. And they had to look at Splitter on the mismatch. 5.
Nice chuck across the lane by Tyreek.
It'll be Duncan on the reverse. He wanted to whistle. He looked back at Ed Malloy. He won't get it.
Behind that one.
Yeah, maybe a couple of misses, a couple of fouls. He thought he didn't get a whistle. And tried to change it. Smart play by Corey Joseph, who's now 7 of 8. 22 and 10 with 5 blocks for Anthony Davis. And he was the difference in the third. Bellinelli on the lean. Trying to keep it close. He does exactly that. It's back to 9. 12 on the shot clock. Bellinelli doesn't have to be asked twice. And leaves it off beautifully for Duncan. 6-point game. Can't go dry here. 2.5 to play. He tries to take it away. So it's fitting that Anthony Davis and Ryan Anderson collaborate there. Ginobili. That's why you never know if it's safe with these guys.
5-point game.
Ginobili and Patty Mills, of course, did not play in that game as well. The Spurs were never in it. They lost wire to wire to Houston in that game, 98-81.
Tonight.
Beverly couldn't complete his drive, and Timmy comes away with it. Green to Thiago Splitter. Back to Danny. Be careful with the bigs inside for Houston. Timmy's pop-a shot is good. I think if you try to get him in foul trouble where he loses a little bit of his aggressiveness.
So he gets to the line more than anybody else, too.
Yeah.
Just knows how to sell fouls,
An average night's about 9 for 10 for him. As Tim Duncan uses the banker. In the New Orleans game, blocks were part of that, if you will. Lost a lot of games for them this year. They're 10 and 9 when they have 17 or more turnovers. Tim Duncan not going to turn that one over. Nice setup from Danny Green. And Montejunas also in for the Rockets. Duncan, 5 on the shot clock. Tough shot. And 1! Thank you very much. Timmy up to the task. Corey taps it back out. Manu fakes the 3. And connects on the triple.
Great recognition there by Tim Duncan. As soon as he gets that ball, fires it to Manu Ginobili, goes ahead and sets a screen for him.
To Timmy.
Little shot fake catches Howard there.
Spurs get it right back. Corey Joseph racing to the hole and scores.
Little shot fake catches Howard there.
Spurs get it right back. Corey Joseph racing to the hole and scores.
Both ball clubs.
Both coaches scratching their heads. Green back to Timmy, inside to Corey Joseph. Danny Green now against Splitter. Looking to Howard. Right to Tim Duncan. Here comes Joseph again. And Joseph, a career-high 20 against New Orleans. And Corey with 10 tonight. Here's Harden the other way. No, Tim may have got a piece of it. Spurs and Joseph. Huge shot that beats the shot clock. Joseph to steal.
How about that? You get Dwight Howard on Corey Joseph, and you can't deliver the pass.
Yes. Spurs have scored 20 off the first 21. Joseph threading it to Timmy.
What a job by Corey Joseph. Pass from Corey Joseph.
Rockets down 7. Spurs' biggest lead of the night. Harden with it. 9 on the shot clock as we break the 5-minute mark. Harden blocked by Duncan and Bonner, meeting him at the
turnover issues here late in this season. Later in this season, they're doing a good job of turning those turnovers into points. The Grizzlies will have to.
Splitter with the jump hook. 2 for 12 here in the period. Pick and roll with Duncan. And he converts for just the 3rd Spurs field goal of the period.
Earlier, this Grizzlies team, 23-point lead in the first half versus San Antonio Spurs. They have to continue to defend and score the basketball because this Spurs team can fill it up. Limited his minutes, but they're nice rhythm jumpers.
Duncan on the deck over Gasol.
He still gets it done. Grizzlies did a great job of not helping once Matt Bonner went to the dribble.
Grizzlies only one field goal in the last 6 minutes. Bad entry pass, knocked away, stolen by Duncan. Anderson passes on the three, wrap around, Duncan.
The skill set, talking about Anderson, a lot of these unforced turnovers and untimely turnovers for the Grizzlies team.
Duncan got the bounce. Folks, it's a three-point game, 80-77. And Kyle dumps it off to Duncan. Danny Green. The floater off the glass is good.
All right, good read there by Danny Green. No one steps up in front of him. And that's your HEB inside the game.
The Spurs come back with a starting unit to start the second quarter, and a block inside by Duncan, out of bounds. It'll go back.
Mismatches.
Danny Green drops it to Timmy. Got by Anderson for the two.
Thank goodness Anthony Davis is out of the play there.
And Kyle Anderson was there.
They're showing you can use those long runs to get out and play the passing lane.
Oh my, what a drive by Corey Joseph, and timeout Pelicans. Comes all the way down the lane, gets it over Timmy. Anderson comes with a rebound, and Davis. Anderson again. Great effort by the Pelicans. Matt Bonner inside to Timmy. Marco Bellinelli.
Once again, getting another layup from Tim Duncan.
Shovels it to Green. 7 on the shot clock. Back to Tim. And to reach for it. No problem. Timmy knocks down the 2. And the Spurs by 3. 70-67. Duncan was 7. Turn it up a notch defensively. Marco swings it back to Tim. Has to fire. And again gets the bottom of the net.
I think he likes those shots more than he likes the wide open jump shot.
Tied at 78. Mills with 7.
We've definitely been lacking a closer. We have not been closing out ball games. Not been getting stops and not making buckets down the stretch.
17, Timmy. Got it! High ball game, Tim Duncan. Second, Diao. To Duncan, chips it up, and in! Oh, mama, that baby is good! I don't believe it! Back out to Green, rotates to the right side, Mills to Duncan, inside, right over Tyreek Evans. Good recognition by the Spurs.
Come down with it. Then you get Drew Holiday to hack some more.
Manu lays it up and in on the pass from Timmy. 1-point game. Ginobili with 23.
How do you fall asleep on Manu Ginobili? Unbelievable.
In overtime, 93-92, Spurs down. Manu scores. Spurs lead. Duncan again the assist. 18. He and Duncan each had 18 in that game.
He's coming off screens like that, and he looks so comfortable. You figure that he's going to make a majority of those.
Beal a little short. Splitter retrieved. Danny Green. Out to Timmy. Green, step back 3. Oh, mama, we give him one early as Danny. 10 on the shot clock. Timmy from Bellinelli. Oh, crafty by Duncan as he goes up and under. Has to match. And Wall comes back with it.
Oh, yeah, Rasul Butler shooting a nice percentage. Same thing with Bradley Beal. He should be way up there amongst the league leaders.
Timmy.
Those points in the paint, 15 for the Wizards, but they have 16 fast break points. So that tells you in the half court set they're shooting all outside jumpers.
And the Spurs find Danny Green open for the easy points. Spurs can't convert. Timmy the rebound. Manu going to the hole. Twists and scores.
It started off with a Corey Joseph penetration. Just since that the Wizards were lackadaisical from getting back on defense.
This is one. Spurs stay on top. Splitter to Manu. To Timmy. Lays it in.
Oh, what a smart move there by Timmy. Not to come down with that ball.
Diao. Tight quarters. Now Timmy still got time. To Diao, and they find the opening.
It's like the old George Michael on the court. What a play.
18-11 quarter edge for the Spurs. Belly's got 6 of the 18, and Timmy takes it away from the net. 3:30 to go. Bellinelli coming off the Duncan screen. Timmy in the paint, good.
Good job using his body right there to deflect the shot block, and just throws his body right into the big.
Very vanilla. Then the other end, here's the high flyer.
Yeah, exactly. They complement each other.
Timmy leans in. Vintage Duncan.
He's there with Barry Monroe.
Rivalry carries on for years.
You had to tease it a little bit.
Caldwell Pope too hard. Nice interference by Duncan as well. The shot clock. Danny Green on the drive. And Duncan from 18. Count it.
Great patience there. Danny Green could have easily shot that ball.
Timing. Packages start at just $29. Head to Spurs.com to purchase your seats. Phoenix, a very exciting team as Tim taps in Tony's miss, and the Spurs lead it by 30. Danny Green out to Timmy, 7 on the shot. Thiago inside, the lefty hook. Oh, how smooth was that?
Terrific footwork there by Thiago Splitter. Shows the ball.
Rebound off to Tolliver, and here come the Pistons again. Jennings, blocked by Timmy, recovered by Manu.
I just not knowing the scout report, not seeing enough Tim Duncan. As efficient as the other group that's been in. Out of the platoons, if you will.
Bonner the miss, Timmy the follow. And that breaks it. 2, Timmy in the paint. Got it. Just in time as Ginobili found him. And the Spurs with the final point. Since they waved goodbye to Josh Smith. Timmy in the paint, deep, nothing that Monroe or Drummond could do.
Several times Timmy's gotten Monroe buried underneath the
on the high pass. Tim to Thiago, inside, the lefty hook is good.
I like it. Thiago Splitter always does a great job of using that other hand.
Average 10 and 3.7 rebounds.
I wonder if they ever just switch jerseys and mess around with the coach.
Well, one of them got in trouble with the coach the other night as Duncan gets the bucket.
Starters to me were holding the ball too much. They're not recognizing what was going on, which was surprising.
And Green gets loose for a wide open layup. Spurs by 5, 11-6 now. Here and then went up and beat Dallas the very next night. Now tonight they're getting it handed to them by Atlanta. Atlanta's won 6 in a row. And they have just been absolutely ridiculous. Gets it off to Boris Diaw. Timmy got it.
That was a set.
Marquise.
Right.
His beard's not quite as thick. Here's Tim Duncan from Boris Diaw. Spurs getting what they want right now. Shot the game. He had 23. It was huge against the Spurs off the bench in Phoenix in that win. Corey Joseph goes to work.
He's getting so creative and clever around the rim. Kind bounce.
Spurs have forced 5 Phoenix turnovers here in the second quarter. That's been a part of their run.
Oh, beautiful backdoor from Tony Parker.
Tim Duncan delivers. TP gets the bucket. A little bit of zone here, looks like, as Duncan paying attention there. They kind of come back to him and deflected, and Thiago comes up with it. Mills to Bellinelli. Brings it off the screen. Comes up shooting. Timmy with a follow.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. You won't see him till February. There's got to be a sprained vertebrae or 7 back there.
They're the same group that started the ball game.
Well, hopefully it's nothing too serious with Monty.
Thiago Splitter gets the bucket here. Splitter coming in, back-to-back double-figure game.
Very athletic play for a guy listed at 7'1".
10-3 with him in the starting lineup. Timmy retaliates on the feed from Bubba.
Field goal percentage down if you're going to beat the San Antonio Spurs.
They are down a little bit this year, but 51.6%, still 6th best in the league, and Tim Duncan still doing it after all these years. He's shot 10 of 20 now over the last couple of games. So he's been coming alive a little bit. Danny Green slicing through traffic to get it to go.
It's really interesting to watch him go to work.
Wiggins underneath, knocked away by Danny Green. Here come the Spurs. Parker.
The seal when that pass was being delivered.
Patty Mills for Duncan, and Duncan drills it.
Empty possessions kill you against the San Antonio.
Wolves have missed their last 6 shot attempts. Austin Day making his 2nd start of the season and drills that to push it to an 8-0 run for San Antonio. Day defers to Duncan, and that's pretty much a wise decision anytime you make it. Green looking for Duncan underneath.
And that's the problem with having Mo Williams guarding Danny Green, is that it's really helped Andrews' matchup situation of having being guarded by 2s versus 3s.
Duncan over Gorgie Jang. Well, Kevin Martin was getting quite a workout in pregame here.
Field goals in that fourth quarter, and yet you still had some very good, solid shooting coming from the Spurs. How about Austin Day?
Austin Day in his second season with his team. Spurs have not won 2 straight games, more than 2, I should say, since an 8-game win streak that ended early on in December. Duncan, Marcin Gortat was, for all intents and purposes, the Wizards' big free agent in the offseason. They signed him to a 5-year, $60 million deal as Tim Duncan knocks down the shot. We'll be in Charlotte tomorrow night. Rasul Butler in for Washington. Nene spins. Austin going up. He thought he was hacked on the spin move. Tipped away and right to Duncan. Fortuitous bounce for San Antonio. Driving and scoring is Danny Green.
Yeah, unfortunate. Who knows? Are they? Well said.
Right to Duncan, and he puts it in, and it's a 1-point game. And these two teams played 10 days ago down in San. Duncan, tough shot.
Boy, they spread you out. They force you to.
John Wall over the timeline. Finds Pierce with a little hesitation. Drives with contact, no call. And turned it over. Contact, no call. And turned it over. Pass for Splitter underneath. Nice move, and Thiago drops it in.
Again, cannot.
Pierce took it away, then gets it back, and they get 2 out of it. And we've got
played last night in Washington and lost. 101-93. Duncan inside keeps the ball alive, and Danny Green gets the first foul for the Spurs. Duncan with a rebound. Danny Green drops to Duncan. Over Zeller. You just say something if you've seen it before. That's how good the West has been this year.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they're just trying to make sure that they get into the playoffs. They don't care whether they're home on the road. They can play. They have a veteran club that knows how to win on the road. They don't panic.
The tip. Hornets with a 7-6 lead. They scored the first 7 points of the game. Kid Gilchrist. Good defense there by Duncan.
Yeah, got a score for this team. He's 0-4 right now, and he's missed every way, short, long. So he's just trying to find the range.
Gilbert tries to get it back to Biyombo, who is cutting along with him. Did you see that?
I did not.
He did not. He didn't wear a tie. Yeah, I'm just visiting for the first time. He didn't need a tie on that one either.
Yeah. Quick pass.
Come on, use the material. Parker and Duncan. Screen and roll action, and Parker always manages to find a shot off that.
Yeah, he said, okay, let me get to the lane and shoot the runners, the floaters. He's got that in his repertoire, and he's 2 of 2.
Cody Zeller almost made that shot. Would have been a nice challenge if everybody. Hornets need another rebounder and a guy who can help move the ball. He certainly can do that. Parker inside, and I've seen that before with Duncan with the roll in.
Strip and force the team turnover.
Here's Zeller, and there's a block by Duncan. Shot clock at 5 for Danny Green. Duncan with a long 2. Duncan, nice assist to Ginobili, and Kid Gilchrist hit the deck, and he's still on the floor. Here's Williams into the lane. 2 Maxiel, knocked away by Joseph. Good idea, but bad execution. Or 2 of them anyway. He hit the first one since he hit the last one, which was early in the game. Here's Duncan on Maxiel.
Anybody going against Kawhi Leonard. Batum swings it back to Kaman. Knocked away by Timmy. See if they give him credit for a block on that as Duncan.
I was able to shoot the three ball like he just did.
Third year out of Illinois. Jumper is up and good for Patty Mills. And I don't think you can undersell how much. Mills on him.
Aldridge. Mills came in to help out with that, and Timmy gives it right back to Patty.
He got all Tasmanian.
Nearly stolen. Duncan. Manu. Steps and fires. Three.
Got it! It's got to be the Sweats.
Bring it back over here. Throw him on the field.
It's got to be the Sweats. Game around the rim.
Average 18 and a half in the 2009-2010 season. Kawhi from Timmy with a stop.
Wow.
Back Kawhi. What a start. 8 points, couple of rebounds, assist, and a steal. Batum. Rebound to Splitter. Out to Parker. Paint. Tony with 2. Splitter beat the clock. Duncan tipped it back in.
Wow. Oh, the play there by Tim Duncan.
Have gone almost 3 minutes without a field goal. Last one at 3:43. Tim says, change that. Duncan an and one.
You know, that whole possession.
It's like whenever he wants it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Unbelievable player.
Speaking of unbelievable, Timmy takes it from Thiago and gets the bucket. Timmy trying to go to Manu. 7 on the shot clock against Lillard. And scores!
There you go. Manu Ginobili posting up.
And saying, let's make Lillard play a little defense.
That's right.
Parker gives it off to Boris. Duncan. Got it. Timmy. Another double-double. 11 and 10 for Tim Duncan.
Is extremely well with his back to the basket. What can't he do?
Danny Green waits for him to fly by as Tim Duncan gets the assist. And Green having a big night
with 19. Gets beat. Just the 6th loss of the year. Oklahoma City in OKC as Leonard up and in for Tim Duncan. There's a new look. Pick and roll with Tim Duncan. Off the glass. Nobody stepped up. Timmy rolls it in. Looking for Tim. Trying to find the handle. Now Duncan goes to work.
They're able to get that shot off over the top of Derek Favors, no less.
On the screen there.
You're going to need them tonight, though, especially with those 2 big boys out there.
Thiago had a little trouble with the handle and then just tossed it up and in.
Easy on the perimeter, making every Utah Jazz player catch it and put it on the floor.
Splitter from Duncan.
It looks like Favors got a piece of that.
He was 12 of 18 in his 31.7 assist game against the Lakers. Parker from Timmy. Right at him.
You're exactly right, Bill. I was just about to say, be careful messing around with the ball for the Kawhi Leonard. He still messes around and gets away with it.
Parker, Splitter, and then Duncan with the finish.
We got 3:30 left in this first half. Kick him right in the gut. Send him lock him hurt.
Oh, what a pass from Duncan to Splitter.
I don't think Derek Favors even saw that pass.
Burke out front. Burke, another 22-year-old, the number 9 pick, 2013. Hayward to Favors, knocked away, back to Hayward.
Kawhi Leonard inside. Now Duncan. And nobody on Splitter. Now Thiago Splitter, 5th-year man from Brazil.
Joseph up to 9. Denver now out in 10 seconds down by the half court.
Screen and roll. And taken away by Duncan. Patty Mills is a dynamic outside shooter. Right? Yep. Tie in the lane off Nurkic's foot. Another Nuggets turnover. That's 11. Rebound for the big fella. Approaching the 2.5-minute mark. Into Fareed. Shot was blocked. Down goes Fareed. Told me that he hurt his back in the Chicago game. He fell hard, and it's been bothering him recently. And it's not a complete excuse for his recent play, but it might be an element to it. And Parker's gonna, nope, he missed it, but Duncan right there to put it in.
Now, that turnover is on Ty Lawson.
Duncan.
Denver
thought they got to travel, and instead Duncan's going to get an and one. Off the high post. Duncan's also a very good passer. Gets it back and scores it. Parker looks up, 5 to shoot. Duncan, crafty. Yep, clever. Head fake, lay it up. Fourth foul on Aaron Flower. Good help by Randy Floyd, saved the layup. Dumping into Duncan. Duncan does some Duncan. Well, and this high-low is so good that he knows once you got it beat, that's the way to do it. You get it right there for the layup. Duncan. Duncan knows he's got a smaller guy in there. He goes in the lane.
Derrick Rose said, "We're not competing." A very strong statement. Duncan slips it inside. And Splitter able to go glass.
Speak much. These guys I anticipate coming out and responding with the effort tonight against the Spurs.
Parker able to get to that loose ball and the nice pass with time running out on the 24.
Contested jump shot. He starts getting into the teeth of your defense. That's when you have a problem with Derrick Rose.
Here's Duncan going at Gasol and scores. So the Spurs with a 4-point lead.
Team started scouting report. Well, he has done that and more. And he's learning now how difficult it is to be a marked man as Parker hits a mid-range jump shot.
Parker the other way. Pass deflected to Bonner. Duncan against Sacre. Timmy off the glass.
Of the year, so you know that he's got to be amped up coming out here. He's watched Tony Parker, he's watched Tim Duncan, he's watched these guys growing up. And now he's out there on the court competing against them.
In the November meeting that the Spurs won, when he had 8 points and 4 rebounds coming off the bench, but that game was well decided for the most part.
Here is Hill inside. Duncan got a piece of it. Kawhi brings it across.
I'm solid help there by Timmy. The pump fakes helped Timmy stay in that play as well.
Parker for the jumper. Count it. And just like that, the Spurs are up 9-0 on Los Angeles.
So what happens if we wear a black suit to the game? Got to take it off.
Danny Green gives it off to Duncan. Now to Parker. Spins in the paint. Tony got this one to go. Well as Carlos Boozer. Tony swatted away by Kelly, and he kept it in play. And Ellington end to end. Duncan says no sir.
None of the guards learning their lesson.
Always the high arch on the shot. Won't fall. Rebound off to Bonner. That's 4th of the night. Parker attacking. Duncan lays it in.
Outstanding effort there by Tony Parker.
7:09 to go first half. Apparently grabbed Boris Diaw. And Duncan is fouled. He'll get an and one. The little lefty.
That's just a heads-up play there by Timmy. Actually in the open court. Just sauntering up the court with the ball.
Kawhi. Timmy out to Parker for 3. Tony Parker knocks down the tray. Find out a final determination on whether or not he'll have surgery and miss the rest of the season.
I would guess
Monday. But most people think almost a certainty. Timmy lays it in. Nice feed from Turner.
That's more like it. You're going to suck in the defense, find somebody who's wide open. Sees the mismatch and goes right to it.
Danny Green as Knight recovers, finds Timmy and one. Middleton, the excuse me foul, and Tim a 3-point possibility.
Couldn't get away with that one.
Brings it across, goes against Middleton. To Duncan, lay in.
Terrific effort by Tony Parker, setting the table for Tim Duncan.
Who got hurt last night in the torn Achilles. Devastating injury for him and obviously the Pistons. As Duncan, first denied. 11-point lead.
They've done a great job moving it and sharing it, and they've brought so much of the energy tonight.
Bonner, the miss. Leonard, the rebound. Duncan, the and one opportunity.
Bucks had a game like this earlier this year against Atlanta.
Beat Atlanta.
In Atlanta, they just annihilated them on their home court.
Impressive 43 games into the season. Lead it by 10 here. Timmy off to Bonner. Matt, swish for 2.
That was the right decision there. Matt had
for 9 games. You got 2:48 to go in the half. Spurs down at 11. Baines won't miss that
one.
Baines to Timmy against Pachulia. Got it. Tough shot for the big fella. Pachulia against Kawhi Leonard. Blocked underneath. What a skirmish. Knight blocked again. And here comes Kawhi. Oh, he's got it back. Diaw to Leonard. Right back to Boris. He attacks. Kicks to Tim. And the reverse is good for Duncan.
That's a good timeout there by Jason Kidd.
With 5:34 to go. Third quarter, and the Spurs down 7.
Not that hard to figure out, Bill. Get on TV, just wear the right jersey.
Joseph in the middle of that. Boris out of control. No, sir. Oh, wouldn't go. Kawhi. Duncan battling and scoring. Spurs 63 now, down 2.
Action, Boris can't control it. Timmy Duncan there with those mitts to corral and clean up that mess.
Leonard on Mayo. Here's tough shot. And Manu comes away with it. Duncan on the drive, lays it up and in.
Oh, how about that? Just lulled him to sleep, the old man move. Good help for 85.
Sean Elliott speaking, by the way. Here's Parker in the paint, gets loose. This one's good as Tim smartly stayed away from it.
Right now with the Charlotte Hornets, they just don't have very much outside shooting. You pack the paint against them, they're really going to struggle.
Parker to Duncan, and the Spurs making a 4-0 lead.
And there, once again, no Bismarck Biombo.
Spurs, if they can win here, will get some help in the West for sure, as Dallas and Houston are playing one another tonight. Timmy with a steal. Green for Parker with 5 to Timmy, and this one is good.
There you go. I love the effort trying to throw that ball down last time down the floor. I know that it'd be a great honor for him once again, but he's already been there, done that, and I'd be willing to bet that he'd rather spend the time at home with his kids.
He better quit making steals like that. Flash brothers, Thompson and Curry, along with Wesley Matthews. To Gilchrist, blocked by Duncan again, and Roberts kicks it right back for 9:45 remaining. Manu just off in that last 3, dumps it to Timmy here, off the window, Duncan. Parker out front. Duncan not going to miss this one.
Right, that's a great cut by Danny Green.
Loose one. Jefferson off to Roberts. Roberts for 3. Duncan claims it and bringing it on the bounce.
Oh, we dodged a bullet there. Cody's the only one he got popped across his arm. Just hadn't gotten very many good looks tonight.
No. Timmy in the paint, and Duncan making that one look easy. Makes it 87-73. Told the Rockets have beaten the Mavericks. That's a final now. So the Spurs get a win. They were tied with Dallas. And Roberts, a heck of a shot over. 10 on the shot clock. Parker and Duncan, the pick and roll. Kick out to Green. Knocks down the 3. As Danny Green makes it 90-76. He's got 13.
The Clippers have started this game with offensively and really into the ball defensively.
Great pass by Tim Duncan, who averages 3 assists per game, and Splitter gets San Antonio on the board.
Our type season, is it not?
Well, and Korver means so much to them, even when he doesn't shoot. The space he creates on the floor, as Duncan banks it in. I just can't imagine.
What about the rest of what we've said? Thanks a lot, Dave.
Good points, but I think then you don't have to worry about it. Somebody's always going to be upset as Duncan connects. Duncan, an all-star for the 15th time at age 38.
Base, DeAndre Jordan is up at the rim, and then you can't do anything but do what Kawhi Leonard did right there. Leonard cut.
You know, guys, the talk of the league this week has been Hassan Whiteside. Do you see some?
Oladipo comes right back to get it. Great effort for the one-time Hoosier. And now Danny Green with a steal. Ahead to Parker. The 4.
Calling a timeout. He's going to let his guys figure it out.
Danny Green on the attack. And Timmy with a stop.
How about that? Beautiful penetration with Danny Green. They catch Fournier outside the play. They just got to start playing the right way.
Lob into Tim. The hesitation and the reverse.
All right, great ball fake there by Tim Duncan. Split 2 defenders.
Lost it to Duncan. Fournier comes to help. Not enough to stop Tim Duncan.
Not big enough.
2 Spurs missed. Joseph went for the steal, nearly had it, and then Danny Green nearly pried it away, but impressive for Oladipo. Timmy makes a pay at the other end.
That's a nice finish by Oladipo, but how about the pass there from Kawhi Leonard?
Manu into Duncan here. 10 on the shot clock. Tim with the hook. And it swirls in.
He got the kind bounce that time.
Manu. Oh, what a move. Timmy with a follow and one. And a foul on Vucevic to boot. Basketball to put it in. Spurs go back to Duncan. He finds Forrest. Now Green. Run off the line to Timmy. And the pocket shot is good.
I like it.
64-62.
Yeah. They come right back at us. And before we can set up our half-court defense, there's Oladipo showing off his in-between game.
And the Spurs answer. 270. Harris now with 20. They had 4 in double figures. Manu to Timmy, and the dunk from Duncan gives him 20. 8 on the shot clock. On the drive, Oladipo with Green. It's with 5 minutes to go, anybody's ball game. Duncan. And one for Timmy.
Wow. Continues to get these young guys with ball fakes.
Here is Ginobili. Diaz swings it off to Tony, now to Tim. Oh, wow. Shooter's touch.
Yeah, it gets the kind bounce, and that ball hits the side of the rim.
And Antonio trying to get their 4th win on this 6-game homestand. Parker from Duncan. About that time, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. He catch a goal.
State, a very good college player. And tomorrow, you said his 10-day expires, correct?
He's going to get a remainder of the season as Duncan throws that up and in.
Tonight's a heck of a night to come up big, Tyler.
Patty Mills left open. Rebound deflected out to Bellinelli, who's back in the lineup his 2nd game after missing a whole bunch. Duncan, nice feed from Ginobili. Here in the first half. That's unusual. Cole, Duncan blocks it. Pick it up. Nice feed, Duncan. Beautiful bounce pass from Parker. That's the 16th assist of the first half for San Antonio. Leonard, it's inside. Nice shuffle pass. What a look. All right. Maybe Baines something after the play. Duncan flips it up and in. Baines may be confronted. Anderson after. I didn't see it.
Parker has it deflected. Here's Duncan within 10 of the shot clock. Danny Green leans in, and it's good. And their first bucket of the evening. It's 7-2.
Johnson's got the best post moves on the Raptor team. He's so fluid, back to the bucket.
There's Duncan, banks it in.
It's like death and taxes right there, that little bank at left side.
Up short, Valanciunas with the rebound. And DeRozan now driving on Green and has it taken away by Duncan, the future Hall of Famer. And another turnover.
That you play at in the springtime. And here in the 2nd quarter, the Spurs are in that gear right now. Look at that one.
17-5, outscoring the Raptors here in the 2nd. And by the way, that game back in November 2004. Wait a minute, go back to the thing. I think it is, if I'm not mistaken, Golden State at 27.3.
And who's number 2?
Atlanta.
There you go. And where are they? Team stuff, and that's the beauty of the sport.
Delivering scores from the NBA Purelator, promises delivered. Loose ball on the floor, taken by Leonard. Duncan sets a screen, he rolls. Leonard camped out 3-point territory and a 1-point advantage now grows to 4. Set from the field, yet they hold on to this lead. Raptors have turned it over 11 times, leading to 14 points. And a clinic there, a little drive, and Duncan banks it in. See if DeRozan decides to drive. Sends it out to Lowry. Lowry, and the pass is taken away. Ginobili. Duncan. Ginobili misses. 7 blocks. Parker now on the take, cut off by Ross. Underneath, there's Duncan operating. And it's now back to a 2-point game.
grind out possessions. You really got to work it.
Here's Amir, and Amir in traffic, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Raptors basketball. And offensive rebounds. Here's Parker, jumper, no. There's another one, 19. Bellinelli.
Kill him. You know it's coming off. Shots taken right side. It's coming off long left.
Indiana's first 2 possessions. Hill guards Parker. Now Tim down the lane with the floater.
Road at I-35.
Exactly right. Would love to be in that Spurs practice facility for every practice. Whittington, an offensive rebound. Snuffed by Duncan and Green, and it's a jump ball.
Great. He was surprised he was so open. They're not doing a good job helping from the weak side against TP's penetration.
Green stopped Whittington on the baseline. Tim Duncan stopped him with another.
Had better focus on the rim, not Tim Duncan's palm.
Duncan keeps on keeping on over Luis Scola. Little spin move and off the glass. 4 for Timmy. Damesh inside and it's deflected by Diaw. That deflection leads to the steal. Bellinelli to Duncan, streaming down the lane. Bounce to Tim. He and Hibbert out to Tony. Behind the back to Tim. And rewards Tony with that pass by hitting the shots. Duncan and Hibbert. Stuckey doesn't come over, so Tim finishes the move. 8 in the quarter, 10 for the game.
Things I've never, one of the many things I didn't understand from officials was what constant good steal. TD always wanted to be a point guard. Better
than the 2 were traded for
that
one another.
Trade.
George in traffic. Touched by the Spurs. Duncan gives back to Parker. And Tony hits.
Spurs needed that to quiet things down.
Inside, Kawhi lost his balance, kept alive. Bonner for Duncan. Count it and 1 as he's fouled by West.
What a beautiful play. That's a hockey assist.
Stuckey inbounds to West. To Hibbert. Led by Tim at the rim. And Danny Green has it. Timmy keeps. Guarded by West. Out to Marco Bellinelli to tie. And does. Marco buries the 3. So Spurs will reset. Tony inside. Tim lays it in. 2-point game.
Beautiful pick and roll execution.
Under a minute and a half. Hibbert and Duncan. Blocked by Tim is 5th.
It's a team, and Duncan still a durable defender inside.
Tim Duncan inside for the big man. 6'10", 255-pound Aaron Baines. DJ Augustine drives on Parker. Bothered in the paint by Duncan. Parker to...
You're easier to block out when the shot goes up, so 1 and done.
Tim Duncan fires, fills it up. He's in the scorebook. And it's now 6. Duncan screens, gets it back on a bounce. Inside against Tolliver. He manhandled everybody in there for the shot. There's the other big. On the Ginobili, top side of Green. Danny Green sets it up for Duncan. Well, he hadn't scored. Now he has 8.
The action, which is single-double for J.J. Redick, but a lot of screen and rolls for Chris Paul. Try to get him off early as well.
And Tim Duncan hitting on his first shot. A lot of Spurs fans in this sellout crowd. In an injury-hit year, for the most part, a strained hamstring. This is Baines working on Hawes.
We saw a lot of this during the playoffs.
Paul defending on Parker. Parker able to get into the paint. That net on a switch. He's double teamed. Finds Duncan wide open. And he hits.
How about the vision by Tony Parker? If this game gets tight, he goes to Chris Paul as well.
Nice spin by Parker. Duncan again with space and takes advantage from downtown. Redick, played by Ginobili, who just checked in. Here's Hall's finding the room, lost the handle. DeAndre Jordan on the recovery.
73% from the field. Foul him and put him on the free throw line.
Baines got the step and scores. Nice pass from Duncan. Getting back to Paul, he has had a hand. Comes on for the first time. Thiago Splitter in for Baines for San Antonio. Here's Duncan from deep again. Tim Duncan. Game that has been close from the start. Biggest lead, margin of 6 for San Antonio. Duncan with the start. A facial with DeAndre Jordan back on the floor. Duncan went right at him. Parker using the screen. Parker with the jumper. Yes.
Vintage. Now this is vintage Spurs offense. So I think that's what Greg Popovich is thinking. Can we go on a roll here to try to get up to that third spot?
Beautiful play. Parker was in trouble, got it to Duncan. It counts, and the foul. Biggest lead of the game for the Clippers. Shot clock to 5. Nice pass, beautifully done, and Duncan does the rest. Leonard puts the pass down low. Duncan able to hit.
See, I would go foul DeAndre Jordan right now.
Clippers up by 4.
Be careful of Danny Green here.
Duncan over Hawes, who had to put the brakes on, did not want to pick up number 6. Ginobili riding Davis. Gets inside, gets to Duncan, and he scores!
You know what Tony Parker was going to do once he got into the land of trees.
Possession. If the Spurs would foul Jordan and he doesn't have the ball, it would mean one shot, and Doc Rivers can select any Clipper on the floor to take that shot, plus they would have possession. Points for Tim Duncan. So Jordan is back on the floor. Oh, Crawford kicked it, turned it over.
How about the hands? Came up with that deflection on Jamal Crawford.
Ginobili on the setup, and Duncan with the stuff to bring the Spurs within 1.
Parker is back to where he was last year.
Well said, no doubt about it. He breaks down the defense, and with 5 or 6 seconds on the clock, he's one of the best we have in the league. There, trying to beat them with the 3 ball and not getting into the paint.
Baines got position.
Nice.
And takes advantage of the smaller Draymond Green.
See, I like the pass. Now, they're 6 for 10 in the 3 ball. Remember, we told you now they average close to 11 a game.
Duncan took a while to get the handle, but when he did, he found the basket. Bellinelli got Thompson off his feet, put on the line, but Bellinelli, 1-point Golden State lead at the 2-minute mark. Parker got it in the lane that time, and an easy basket for Duncan.
See, that's okay. Parker's doing his job.
They have 2 guys that's averaging 30 minutes, and that's about it.
Nice dish. Ingles inside. Rudy can't tip it in. He's finding with Duncan. The ball is loose. And here comes Danny Green. And the Jazz have yet to put a ball down. They're 0 for 4 early. Parker, no look. Inside Duncan with a little finger roll for 2. And it's a 4-0 lead. Samps the handle, picks it up, 10 to shoot. Slides it off to Duncan, takes a look right at Gobert, jumps it, bangs it off the window. Mr. Fundamental, a team with good defense.
Absolutely. I mean, the blueprint is definitely there. I mean, this has been the model, I think, of the league right now. Because the San Antonio Spurs have been able to get it done.
Williams flips it off to Joseph, picked up by Dante. They'll go right back to Duncan. Little baby hook shot, rattles it in. That's Tim Duncan. Rebound. Ginobili skips it inside. Duncan reverse. And that's one way to get away from Rudy. To Duncan. 4 to shoot. They're going to count it.
That ball was never at the rim. Jason is definitely there. His follow through is there. Just that touch.
Duncan misfires over. Who they give that bucket to?
I
Baines?
think that has to be Duncan.
Really halfway through the 3rd. Davis trying to reach up and dunk it over Duncan. Leonard front court. And he's fouled by Leonard. Millsap stays in front of him. The trailer is Duncan. He'll go up and throws it over the top of Gobert.
Talk about don't play hero ball. Trust one another. Trust our system like they've done for the last 18 years.
And like Parker did with Duncan there.
Yeah, you can trust him. Death, taxes, and Tim Duncan will be a factor on every night. You mentioned the atypical Spurs season. First losing month since 1999 in December as Duncan knocks down the J. How about that? 1999.
Away from San Antonio last year, third most in NBA history. Batum gets bumped, tosses it right to Duncan. Duncan.
His size at the point guard position in the paint that we've seen year after year. It's just not happening this year.
Here's Duncan rumbling through the paint and somehow banking it home off balance. Tim Duncan is 3 of 3 to start this one. Fires on the 3. The Blazers have been 30th or 29th in bench scoring each of the last 3 years as Duncan. Little finger roll touch, and Tim Duncan is 4 of 4 in this first quarter. So many key categories in the history of this league.
Well, if Pop had some players, he would have got to 1,000 a long time ago.
Tim Duncan trying to get him to 1,002. He's 5 of 5. The rest of his team's 0 of 7 thus far. 18 points has come off the bench. Tim Duncan, the only starter to score for the Spurs. And it stays that way as he drops in another. Duncan 6 of 6.
I mean, that's his game.
Tony Parker has not shown that gear.
It's either he's physically not feeling it or mentally can't get it going. As Green knocks down the rainbow mid-ranger. Right now they're getting too reliant on that for guys to make plays by themselves instead of making plays for one another. As you see the Old Faithful go, what now, 7 for 7?
Didn't get it. And Tim Duncan comes down with the rebound, running the break. Duncan, no look to Green. You bet.
Uh-oh.
2-point game. To the corner, Parker, run off the line, 4 to shoot. Duncan floats it up and in as he saw Lopez motoring towards him. Boris Diaw checking into the game for San Antonio. In for Baines as Duncan connects on the jumper.
Nice little down screen there.
By Jason Thompson, and the Kings have it, looking to go up by double figures. Rudy Gay trying to get him there. Oh, good defense by Duncan. Rudy stays with it. And the Kings lead 20 to 10. Timeout Spurs. 71% here is Duncan. I'm convinced that he's going to just play forever. You know what I mean, Doug? I mean, just every time you come out, he's here. You don't have to worry about him. He just keeps on going.
Grant, I'm watching him in the pre. Improving his game, and that's what the greats do. They constantly improve.
Yeah, every year they add something to their game.
Yeah, because they see the scouting report, and you try to shut those things down. That he's typically going to do this, and they always have a backup. Improving his game, and that's what the greats do. They constantly improve.
Yeah, every year they add something to their game.
Because they see the scouting report, and you try to shut those things down. That he's typically going to do this, and they always have a backup.
Nope.
If you think about it, you're Memphis, number 2, and San Antonio's number 7 right now. You're thinking, oh, we took care of business all season long. We're number 2 seed, and you get San Antonio in the first round? Forget it. No thanks.
I'm showing you the complete repertoire.
Here's Parker to open up the third. And Tony Parker now with 4 points. Only 2 baskets. Make it 3.
Well, Mr. Fundamental right there. Just the Spurs very smartly cleared out the...
Here's Kawhi Leonard. Good defense. Now he gets it to Duncan. And Duncan has the basket. He's in double figures with 10.
Yeah, that was a... Not using the left for the finish.
Three-pointer by Danny Green. His second of the game.
Got to find Danny. He hadn't played.
Here's Tony Parker. The step around. Fires a shovel pass to Duncan. 2 on the shot clock. The quick release goes. And the Spurs break the seal. The City holding the Thunder to 22% in the opening quarter. Nice fake by Keith. And then Len, they're going to jump it up. Len tied up by Duncan. Laughing at yourself. Always happy to hear that. Parker drops it off. And a lefty hook by Duncan.
Yo, big man, young kids watching. You can't play this game unless you use your offhand. And then a loss by OKC. So Son's right there. got to take care of business. It's going to be a tough job to recover from, but a lot of time left.
Leonard off the glass.
And then a loss by OKC. So Suns right there. He's got to take care of business. It's going to be a tough job to recover from, but a lot of time left.
Leonard off the glass.
San Antonio after the heartbreaking story the year before. Oh, there's that patented banker by Duncan.
Why he's so successful on the offensive end of the floor.
Spurs with 10 on the shot clock. Tim Duncan, nothing but the bottom. And a quick 6-0 start for San Antonio.
I need to lose at home by 30, was it 38?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, yeah.
To the Knicks. Kawhi with a three. Oh, the Aztec is more than ready. 9 points.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard and Rudy Gay, again, poised for a terrific battle tonight. Kawhi getting off to a terrific start.
Cousins blocked by Timmer. Gay off to McLemore. Duncan, block. Tries to shovel it to Duncan. It turns out to be a turnover.
I take a bad shot over turnover any day. Let that ball fly from the corner.
Derek Williams blocked by Duncan, saved by Ginobili. McCallum on the drive, and Timmy got a piece of it, and then claims it. Here comes the quarterback. Complete to Manu. He's fouled, and he scores! Saved it. Manu to Tony Parker, and the Spurs off and running again. Bellinelli to Timmy.
That's goaltending.
On Rudy Gay.
Timmy was open initially.
In the fadeaway.
That's a terrific shot there by Jason Thompson. It really shows you how much he's worked on his game. Didn't have a lot of that when he was early on in his career.
7-2 out of Ryder. Cousins falls down. Thiago lays it in.
Flat.
Hard to understand, isn't it?
Shouldn't come out flat for any game. Period.
Duncan to Green. Danny launches a three. Swisheroo, baby! Danny Green. 13 and 6. Here is Tony Parker, averaging under 14 right now. Into Timmy. Duncan's fadeaway, good off the window.
Well, he gets away with turning over that right shoulder because Danilo Gallinari is not a big shot blocker.
The Nuggets. They come in here 22 and 39. They've won their last 2 under Hunt. As Timmy gets this one to bounce back in.
Oh, pop a shot floater right there.
Duncan blocks and averaging 14 points and shooting 72% from the line. Fareed the follow. Fareed the follow. Timmy outlet to Thiago, putting it on the floor, taking it to the hole. Oh, man! Thiago, magic splitter. 8 assists per game. Better the assist total this year. Manu for 3. Got it going.
That's what I'm talking about right there. If you don't play solid defense all year long, you're not going to trust in your rotations. No one rotates that time. Manu Ginobili had all night.
Double team coming. Duncan brought the ball down, got fouled, and scores. Send him to the line.
Randy Ford was faking like he was going to come in there.
7, Leonard 7, the Spurs leading scorers. Boston 12 to lead the visitors. Timmy leans in, got it.
Still go a hair quicker.
Timmy nearly tied up. Bellinelli for 3. Mamma mia! As Marco knocks down the 3, the Spurs.
Well, Boris Diaw successful in the low block once again.
1 minute to go, first half. Underneath, and one for Tim Duncan. Will Barton gives it off here. Chandler on the drive. Duncan a piece. Chandler got it back and scores. That's seconds to go. Parker. 4 seconds. Tony going to the rack. Lays it up to 10 with 0.6 to go.
Not necessarily coming down with rebounds, but in there to tip them or force the defense to double team him and opens up the rim for his teammates.
Fareed the miss, the rebound to Leonard. And Denver looked confused on that possession.
This Sunday in particular, off daylight savings time, is tough for guys to get going. Snell denied inside. Noah with the cleanup on the aisle. 4-2 ball. So Aaron Brooks, NBA veteran, 7th year in the league. Every place he's gone, it's been, Aaron Brooks can add a lot. Great high-low pass, Duncan to Splitter. Many of the foundation blocks on this team have said wants to be a Spur for life. Danny Green.
Duncan very easily could have taken a shot.
he's given him 73 minutes all year. But as you said, staying ready. There he is, Duncan, who feeds Mills.
Yeah, that time Heinrich got caught on the pass. Give and go. Pass went in. An excellent cut.
Danny Green. Timmy from Thiago. Blocked by Valanciunas. Timmy again. Oh, and the streak is over. He made a basket. Tim Duncan made a field goal. 9 and 6 rebounds a game as Parker. This one swirls out on Tony. Tim controls the glass and scores with the left hand.
That's just outstanding timing and touch.
And he's 8th in the league, having made 142 this season. He's at 40%.
That'd be nice to get some more shots. Just
to Diao. Leonard chases him down. Tony Parker. Back to Timmy.
There you go. That's the type of play that just demoralizes teams.
Over Duncan. Oh, got it to Johnson again, a little short. Lowry goes down. 5 on 4. Timmy! 7:15 to go, third quarter. Kawhi Leonard from Timmy! Oh, my goodness.
That wasn't even a long pass. I to see him. I was getting beaten down the floor pretty much every time.
Matt Bonner, Thiago Splitter, Patty Mills, all standing at the scores table, waiting to get in. There is Tim and Tony working their backdoor stuff once again.
To throw another one down.
Duncan to Splitter, off to Danny Green, alley-oop, Timmy! As Green finds Duncan!
He's had his share of injuries, as has Kawhi Leonard, but he's playing well. Kawhi has had 5 consecutive 20-plus point scoring games and puts that in right there to put the Spurs on top. From the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference, they have the league's best record since the halfway point of the season. Spurs are back in gear, 6 consecutive wins, moving up in the West. Kevin Harlan with Charles Barkley, the Hall of Fame. Tough time early on figuring out where he belonged once Mozgov was playing.
Well, because he really had to guard the center. It put him at a disadvantage. Because the greater Kevin Love is, he's still an undersized power forward.
The hustle of Kawhi Leonard keeps it alive. Into Green, up to Splitter. The bump into Mozgov, and the slam by Tim Duncan.
That's offensive goaltending is what that is. Everything goes.
Bellinelli, Charles just talked about him, is checked in. Leonard is sitting down. Duncan picked up his first foul moments ago and comes up with a basket. He's got a quick 4 points.
I tell you what, man, if you don't get excited for March Madness, I cannot wait till next weekend. I mean, I'm really pumped. It's like the Super Bowl and the Olympics, Kevin.
Kentucky team is one to watch as Love goes inside. Here comes Mills, out to Parker, into Irving, off the Duncan.
You know what, Kevin? I could talk to Greg Popovich every day, all day. What a wonder! He's the best coach in the NBA. But what a wonderful guy.
How about that defensive play by Tim Duncan?
What about Dion? You got to make teams play when they put them little guys out there.
Parker, switch on D. Duncan!
Kyrie, he's playing a different type of way. He's just a follower.
Duncan inside, Splitter is there, and the hockey assist goes to Parker.
People know they're one of the elite teams in the Eastern Conference. This Spurs team, like I say, as much as I like all these guys, and Greg is the best coach in the side.
Parker. Nice pass, Duncan inside to Green. What vision?
Walker, Jason Kidd's done a fantastic job. Lost Jabari Parker. They had some issues with Sanders, but they got the Greek freak. Man, Jason Kidd's done a fantastic.
Oh, good pass by LeBron. A lot of congestion inside, gets it back.
Popovich is in the conversation as one of the greatest NBA coaches ever.
Foul to give. Duncan takes it inside.
And Chuck, the fact that he's a great scout.
Irving, number 1 pick out of Duke, of course. He's never played in the playoffs before. Since the All-Star break, he's been second in scoring in the league with a nice dive inside and 4 for Marco Bellinelli. Kawhi Leonard.
You can count that one right there.
Green free.
You know, Chuck talked about it.
James and Irving have all 11 points in the fourth quarter for Cleveland so far. It goes into Duncan.
Another assisted bucket. Teamwork. They move the ball. No hero ball. They pass the ball. See, mismatch. They're not gonna let this little guy down low. Told you.
Shumpert watching Duncan. The mismatch was there. 7 for LeBron.
The whole Cleveland bench is over there standing up. And you see Tim Duncan. What another assist. What a game, America.
Duncan gets it back from Tony Parker. Back to Tony. We've seen that a few hundred times.
Yes, we have. You can see Zach LaVine.
Timmy. 10 on the shot clock. Parker.
Wow. That's a heck of a shot there. Zach LaVine, again, you talked about him, the slam dunk champion. He's a terrific athlete.
10. Splitter again. And Timmy intercepted. It was on its way to Marco. And Bellinelli says, thanks, Tim. You get the assist now.
Yeah, we'll split him up.
He's an assist hog now.
That's right.
He had 8 the other night against the Cavaliers. That was lost in that game where Duncan this year with Grand Rapids averaging 17 points a game. Splitter off to Timmy. Right into Hamilton and scores.
They're just making something out of nothing right there. Jogger Splitter. You think he's going to penetrate right, penetrates right back left in the defense.
He's got 5 now. We're told they're going to look at Kevin Martin's shot, and our folks in the truck said it looks like it's a 3. So you could probably put another point up on the board here for Parker. Gives to Manu Ginobili. One of these days, something bad's going to happen to you, and I'm going to know who they're going to come after.
I know it. It's going to be me.
Kawhi Leonard lays it up in. Good ball movement once again. Spurs by 7. Splitter to Duncan. The floater.
Oh, pop a shot.
How about that?
They'll cover up that baseline pass. It's great penetration from Tony Parker. First off to suck in the defense, and now they're all out of position. He had 2 of his teammates go ahead of him, and for me, I just couldn't figure that one out.
In the lane. Count it. Parker and 1. Duncan to Leonard. Kawhi, a quick 5 to start the second half. And that brings a timeout from Flip Saunders as Leonard with 13 to lead the Spurs in scoring now. Thiago hanging around, nearly picked it off. LaVine lost control of it. Timmy off to Parker. Score. Parker drops it off for Timmy. Off the window. Duncan's got 8 to go along with 5 rebounds and 6 assists. Duncan knocks it away from Jang. Jang cannot hit. Kawhi comes up for the carom.
You don't have a score here. You're definitely going to get a timeout from Pop.
There's your score. Timmy twists and turns. Tony sets him up nicely. And the Spurs have jumped on the Timberwolves.
It is a magnet for loose balls in the half court.
Underneath, knocked away. And another one as the Spurs bring it right back.
Baller, so Smith has to stay up on him.
Galloway got caught. Splitter finds Duncan. And that's the epitome of the San Antonio Spurs on their first possession.
How sweet it is.
With a sprained left ankle, both will sit out today.
Those are 2 guys, they need the quickness. As Duncan opened the game, huffing and stuffing. A splendid pass this time to Splitter. Played again.
Parker goes back door. Parker leans in and gets the banker. Nice English from the Frenchman.
Second time he's used uncanny English off the glass. Now you see most of the teams in the league playing like the Spurs, spacing the floor, opening up, and Duncan, one of the guys renowned for utilizing the glass, opening the bank that time. Duncan usually likes the left side, on the right side, looking to post and toast.
And Duncan, huge height advantage. Johnson really doesn't stand much of a chance. He's banging as hard as he can, working as hard as he can.
Left side, figures he was on the right side.
Yanni and Duncan. Oh, Duncan banks it in. They were battling each other across. A lot of contact as he went across the line. When he ref.
7 pairs of socks.
On 1 foot.
Yeah. Shved misses Duncan the rebound. He said that's what helped him, or he never had knee problems. Gets it back. 5 to shoot.
Oh, Green drive and misses, but Duncan there on the foul.
Got to watch Leonard now isolating, devastating with the 15-footer.
Kawhi Leonard. Splitter finds Duncan. Duncan backs it in, and the Spurs back up by 1.
A little shenanigans under the basket that time, freeing up Duncan.
Lost by 25 or 30 in that game with lopsided numbers like that.
Pachulia got another rebound, and Duncan blocked it.
Helps pick it up.
Parker runs into a crowd. Duncan gives it up to the open shooter, Kawhi Leonard, for 3. That's what they do. They incessantly move the ball. They make you rotate. They make you make a mistake, and then they pay off. Eric Bayless tied his career high with 8 rebounds last night in New Orleans. They were all on the defensive board. Parker for 3. 5.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Kelly grabs the rebound, looking. Spurs always looking for passing opportunities. Green finds Duncan in the paint. And stay long. Duncan working off of Pachulia.
Well, you just mentioned about Duncan's points, and then he gets 2 of them in the paint.
Reggie Williams getting his first burn for San Antonio. Duncan on a dive. Perfectly timed pass. He has 6 points. 11 for Ilyasova. He had missed his first 3 three-point attempts. Reggie Williams. Wow. He has a knack. They remind you that your biggest hurdle is you.
Exactly, because they're not going to break down.
How do you stop that? Played the Spurs twice while still with Philadelphia. Had an outstanding game the last time he saw the Spurs as Duncan rolls in and gets to 10 points. Giannis ducks under, uses the glass, and it comes away, but Miles Plumlee able to get the rebound. He's blocked by Duncan. Bayless from the corner for 3.
At a couple of them, they almost won after deficits.
Crossover. Kawhi Leonard able to get it. Plumlee trying to defend Duncan. Tell you what, it takes a village.
This is something that the Bucks needed and wanted at that position.
Plumlee shades to help left side, and then they got the ball over to Duncan. 8 on the shot clock. Duncan. Now Danny Green.
Oh, man.
That's a tough shot.
Danny Green is a ton, man. He can beat you just like that.
He shoots. Plumlee turned around to get the rebound. It went to Duncan instead. 3, Bellinelli. That's why he wears number 3, probably.
Well, second chance points. We talked in the open about how much that hurt the Bucks in game 1.
Middleton has 11. The Bucks have 5 with 10 or more. Diaw inside, got away and went to the rim quickly. The Bucks closed the lane. He had a lane if he'd have taken advantage of it. On the cut, Danny Green.
See, that's a breakdown right there. That's a breakdown. See, when Coach started resting us. So I don't remember that happening.
It's a foul on Henson. Duncan.
You don't use it a lot. I didn't use it a lot.
I mean, it's a tool, right? A good tool.
It's a great tool. Look at that. He's been living in the pop-up zone.
Danny Green with 18 to get him the victory that Sunday afternoon in Boston. Officials tonight as Kawhi Leonard starts things off on the right foot with an opening jumper.
Yeah, I'd like to see Kawhi remaining aggressive right now. He's done a great job picking up his scoring average.
Green trying to hang with Bradley here. He knocked it away. Timmy picks it up. Ahead from Kawhi to Thiago against Zeller. Going for the dunk, and he is fouled. Spurs up 8-2 on the long 2 from Green.
Duncan got the loose one. Danny off to Parker. Splitter against Zeller. Surveys the situation, goes to work. And finds Timmy! Timeout Boston! Boris Diaw at 18. Nice game against Milwaukee. Comes in for Splitter. Inside Timmy from Danny Green.
Looking a little younger out there, like he's out.
Parker to Timmy. 10 on the shot clock. Threading the needle, and Duncan knows what to do with it.
How about that beautiful two-man game between Tony? They were all over the place.
And after a great start in this ball game, Duncan swings it to Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi, his shot looking great.
It's looking awfully good.
Back, Tony continues to penetrate. Back to Thiago Splitter. And Thiago's got it going. His teammates recognize it.
Now, he's got to touch the ball a whole lot more. You're exactly well above the rim.
Averages 9 a game in his career, 10.5 per contest this season. Fast with 10 tonight as Timmy Carver goes to the bucket.
That's a beautiful step through there by Timmy.
They look like a team right now. They really didn't when the Spurs saw them again in November. Oh, Duncan, what a shot as Timmy converts off the window.
Yeah, unbelievable attempt there. Really does.
Here is Smart, blocked by Timmy. Oh my, Marcus Smart.
One of the youngest MVPs to play the game.
Duncan with the block.
The thing that's different with the San Antonio Spurs, they get a lot of points in the paint with those bigs.
Splitter works hard and hooks it home.
Case in point there, Splitter deep post up in the lane.
Teague finds Horford, who finds Millsap to Damari. Had to change the shot, cuts in, rejected by Duncan.
Yeah, that was good defense, just better offense by Paul Millsap.
Pass to Leonard, he lays it in. Great feed from Duncan. High-low with Duncan. Corner, Parker. They cannot miss. Spurs have hit 7 in a row. And this young man, Dennis Schroeder, has grown by leaps and bounds, not only over the course of this season, but certainly from a year ago. Bellinelli answers for Italy.
Roll enough.
Still down 13. Duncan right to the hole. He's done that a couple thousand times. Tony Parker. Duncan, the up fake. The pass to Splitter. Great hands to catch it. Reverse is good.
Oh, Thiago Splitter.
He is talented around that hole.
He and Duncan are great together. They do a lot of really setting each other up.
Oh, Al's able to save it. Out to mid-floor, and Jeff could only get a hand on it. Duncan. Up and on.
Oh, man. I thought it was some contact there.
Tony Parker to Duncan.
And they get it out and run. They don't wait.
Duncan. And Coach Bud's going to stop it right here. Tim Duncan and Parker. Tim to Splitter. There they are again, Meek.
They work well together.
71-51. Nice pass, but Duncan is there to meet Millsap at the rim. Shot clock at 20. Duncan a block. Out to Millsap. Paul takes it to the corner. Fires it over to Schroeder. Hawks have gone cold. They missed their last 3. Leonard draws a crowd in the corner. Good ball movement. Duncan. Damari for 3. And Duncan finds Diaw for a lay-in. Timeout Atlanta.
And then they turn right around the second game and can't buy a basket against a much more aggressive Dallas defense.
Parsons right down the lane, knocked away. Here comes Kawhi Leonard, had the double-double Sunday against the Atlanta Hawks and pulls up with a 16-footer.
He never misses a game, Kevin.
No.
All this year, all the games last year, he's a winner.
And a pick and roll, there is Duncan. He got it from Tony Parker. And Tim Duncan is playing well, Mike. In fact, he's very close to averaging a double-double.
At both ends of the floor, we've got to get out in the open floor. He said, when you're in a shooting slump, that's one way of breaking the slump is get layups.
Little 7-0 run, stopped right there. Duncan inside, got the good feed and puts it up and through. Off to Rondo with a minute to go in the first half. Stoudemire the drive. Duncan is there with a great stop and a jump ball. Yep, there's a lot of people that have benefited from being under the coach. Greg Popovich. Leonard, Duncan, a quick two. Good call out of that break. The Mavericks.
21 points for the Spurs bench to 9 for the Thunder reserves. Westbrook down the heart of the lane, can't flip it in. Leonard on the break, being chased by Westbrook. Leonard rolls it home. One of the best home crowds in the NBA. Here's Duncan. Tough shot over Cantor. Drops it through. Duncan hands for Parker. And they're executing beautifully. 60% shooting as Duncan scores again. Stretch been better than it was earlier in the year, but 0 for 2 now. Great catch and finish to make it a 16-point game. You said in the car on the way over about how you think you could last longer with Ronda Rousey than her last competitor did as Duncan scores. See, Rousey was on ESPN all day doing things in 14 seconds, and you said, do you think if you went right at?
I love basketball here. Let's go.
Well, certainly the Thunder capable offensively, but can they stop the Spurs the way they're going offensively right now? There's a couple rebounds, but making an impact where sometimes you don't see it written down. Duncan for three, just his second three-point basket all year.
Against Dallas, 16 and 16 turnovers, 13 in the second and third quarters. Timmy knocks down the jumper. Nice setup from Kawhi Leonard on the penetration. He's a big part of that win. Just a little bit different than we're used to seeing Dirk. Parker in the paint. And hit him again in the face.
Yeah, that's right.
He's all right.
That's right. You know, out of control, bad closeouts against a meter on the perimeter. Allow him to shoot that ball.
Dial finds Duncan. Great patience. And the Spurs back-to-back buckets. Parsons, guarded by Bellinelli. Villanueva. Got it blocked. Got Leonard. Danny Green. Patty Mills for three.
Well, yes.
Well, sure. And aren't all coaches? Manu gets the bucket. 10 on the shot clock. Duncan right back to Tony.
Rondo just got caught on that screen by Tim Duncan.
Controlled it. Chandler does. Rondo in the paint over Green. Chandler, no. Rebound, Danny. Kick out. Kawhi.
The ball, guess what? You have a lot of blue jerseys underneath the rim, ready for that defensive board.
Rondo to Chandler, blocked by Duncan. Taken back by Chandler. And clinch the #1 spot.
In Memphis.
Yeah.
How about that?
Duncan with 10 on the shot clock. Oh, Timmy knocks it down. Game for the Wildcats.
He put up 55 in the second half. What are you supposed to do?
Timmy the tip for the split or miss.
How about Timmy establishing position right there against Marc Gasol? No Tony Allen makes a difference, though.
Here's Kawhi leading it 4 on 3 to Timmy with the clutch.
A heads-up play there by Kawhi.
Loss was a triple overtime game here. Splitter. Oh, my, how soft. That lefty hook from Thiago.
I love that offense. Ginobili, that's what sometimes he takes a slap across the face or a hard elbow to the chin or something. All of a sudden he goes off.
Randolph knocked away by Duncan. He thought he was fouled. Here comes Kawhi Leonard. Kick out to Parker. 2:46 remaining in the half. Duncan inside Splitter. Oh, it is fouled. No call. Thought we had a Duncan run.
How about that? Flying over everybody.
6 straight for the Spurs to lead it by 8. Duncan got it to roll.
Matches their largest lead back at 14-4. Back to Conley. Leonard marked on him now. Randolph right after. Go to Thiago. Timmy comes off with a little weak side D and blocks the shot. Thank you, Itza. Bud Light River City Rockfest coming up late May. Tony Parker in the paint. And the Spurs had a 13-point lead and then 6 straight by Memphis.
And there's not enough possessions left for the Grizzlies. Let's run it down.
Parker got it from Timmy.
I'm surprised they went that early, to be honest with you.
Parker with 17. Jeff Green forcing the issue. Rebound to Kawhi Leonard. And he's got a double-double.
And getting a chance to do what he do. And what I love about the Spurs is their bigs are good passers, as you can see in Splitter. And
against the glass.
Off the glass, Tim Duncan, doom. Talk about Dwayne Wade and Dragic. Reason why both guys can play without the basketball, and both guys are terrific with it.
Good point. Here comes your guy down that baseline, grinding for 2. Kawhi Leonard.
Last 3 games, 16 points, almost 5.5 rebounds in 24 minutes. That's phenomenal for Boris Diaw.
Anderson inside. Duncan was defending from behind. Shot clock at 9 to Dent with whatever team he played for in the playoffs.
And just like Boris, a great move and great cut by
Look at that Duncan block.
Chris Anderson, the Birdman, but there's Tim Duncan still able to man the paint defensively.
And changes the game.
It does. You get one shot, and if you drive the basketball, you got to be careful of him blocking. And down on the offensive end against Tim Duncan, young fella got to come with a better.
And 8 for the game for Miami. Coming in at 34-39. Duncan with Anderson in, who makes the move. Anderson taking the place on Whiteside. Shot clock at 1, long 3, and a rebound through the hands of Walker, controlled by the Spurs. Seconds remain. Inside Duncan, great feet outside from Kawhi Leonard.
They keep playing this way, the way they're playing against the San Antonio Spurs, they'll have a chance. And you see the Birdman. And then once you go block the shot, and if you don't get it with a small lineup, that leaves Tim Duncan on the weak side along with some guards, and he's going to take that one in. But Matt Bonner catching it on the side of his eye, 1 foot in front of the other, and knocks it down.
That's another steal by Leonard. He's got 3 of them. He averages 2. He leads the NBA.
And we're talking about, is Dwayne Wade done? I'll take those numbers healthy.
No flagrant, just an offensive foul. Tim Duncan. And you take him too. Duncan continues to put the team
lead for Orlando. Deflected by Dedmon. Tipped in by Dedmon. Timeout, San Antonio. Points on the board by getting to the free throw line. They go to Duncan again. The big fundamental. His first field goal tonight. Duncan using the head fake. Vucevic tipped it up into the air, and it goes in for San Antonio.
I think that'll be Tim Duncan's bucket.
Folks in Denver may want to go for a bigger splash, but he has been terrific. One-time Baylor player. Inside, Kawhi Leonard from Tim Duncan.
I'm getting hungry again, Bill. See if you hadn't noticed.
Tim serves one up. Spurs by 22. He's now got 11 points. First Denver player to double figures.
Yeah, we cooled off a little bit here.
Wait a minute.
Did I just say that?
Duncan. To Green. Another buzzer beater. This one good for Danny. Another triple.
Out there, they got the soft roll or bounce. And the 2 points.
For Reed. Rebound off to Bonner. How about this tonight? Duncan for Parker.
On a show. And throw Boris Diaw in that mix as well.
You know, Boris just licking his chops to get in here in the second half. Timmy, a block and a takeaway from Lawson. Here comes the claw. Led by 20 at the quarter on their highest scoring quarter of the season, 45-25. And stayed at 20 at the half, and then trying to get their spacing straightened out.
Yeah, a little discombobulated on offense there. Timmy dives. Matt Bonner gets a wide open 3.
And Kawhi, who missed that opening jumper, comes right back and stretches to the hole. Kawhi back to Duncan. Over Bogut. Timmy feeling it.
Hey, he got his legs underneath that one. Wasn't as flat as some of the jumpers we've seen earlier.
Thompson a miss. The Warriors 3 of 12 to start this game. Leonard in the paint to Timmy.
with the finish.
First off, it's a terrific penetration and pass from Tony Parker. And Kawhi makes the right play there. Finds the gap, takes it, and drops it off to Timmy for the big-time dunk.
43% from three, third in the NBA in three-point percentage. Timmy from Parker, Parker's fifth assist, and the big fella gets the bucket. He's got 8 along with 4. Duncan fakes the handoff to Parker, backdoor to Green!
There's so much action going on right now. You'd love to see the way our guys are running offensively. Arizona Wildcat team.
And we all start at a lower level and work our way up.
Yeah, we did. That was very, very corny. I understand that.
Out of Duncan. They clear it for Timmy with 9 on the shot clock. Against Bogan. Off the window again!
Wow.
Oh, the bank open on a holiday for Timmy! Barnes. Gave up the dribble. Tough shot for Boris, won't go. Go Timmy, the follow!
All right, spacing wasn't good there, but Timmy just in time to clean up that mess.
Westbrook, long lead pass. Adams sinks to the rim. Slashed away by Duncan, who got there in time. Crowd wanted to call. They won't get it. Full of defense and then get in deep.
Definitely. It's not just his ball handling. It's the way he switches up speeds and also such a great jump shooter. As you see Tim Duncan with a nice jump hook from about 10 feet.
Tony Parker. Along with Tim Duncan. Lob pass inside. There is Leonard from the weak side, the two-hand jam. So he's hit a 3, and now the alley-oop to the cup.
And then if you look how San Antonio is playing, OKC taking things to the rim just like on that play, but it seems to be all one-on-one unless Westbrook does the work. And you can't do that. You have to go back to the tenets that got you here. And for OKC is defense.
Hard to replace Ibaka, hard to replace Durant, because they can switch 1 through 5 with that kind of length. You see Duncan go to work on the post with a fall-away, flims out with a recovery. Waiters change of pace into the lane, try to reverse it. Duncan got a piece, deflects it out of bounds off of Waiters. And controlled by San Antonio. The Spurs have been very quick. 8th turnover. Leonard curls into Duncan. The pump fake goes up and under. Adams just got schooled.
That's the growth of Kawhi Leonard. A year or two ago, he would have thought, man, I have to shoot this or then pass it out to reset. And
comes back over the top of the pick. Duncan up top, looks deep. Green, the turnaround jump shot. Got it. San Antonio just hitting everything. 25 of 40, 62%. Out it comes to Manu Ginobili. Duncan slips the screen to Joseph for the last look. Got it. Corey Joseph knocks down a 3-point shot.
I know he's missed the triple-double, but yeah, you're right. He can't do it all.
Right now, Singler draws the card on Westbrook, or I should say on Kawhi Leonard. In deep, they come to Duncan. Turnaround jumper over Adams is good. Points now ties a career high set Sunday in the win against Golden State when they led wire to wire.
And as you see the steal right there by Banks trying to keep it in bounds, that play was all orchestrated by Tim.
The other ways, pass deflected by Ginobili. He'll recover it, 17 to shoot. Had it blocked by Duncan. The interior defense of San Antonio has been good right from the beginning of this game. A lot of them pick his spots where they need him when they don't.
He does, but Coach Popovich, as you see Tim, just increase his block numbers. He has 5 tonight. You know, when you talk about that, Coach Popovich didn't even contest that layup.
Ariza off the screen. Excellent outside shooter. Howard on the glass. Beat Duncan to it. Timmy with the block. But Jones kept it alive, and Howard again. Parker with a miss. Howard comes off with the rebound. 6 game back for Howard after he missed over 30 with his knee injury. Ariza the miss. Duncan the rebound. Outlet to Kawhi. 18.8 a game.
Yeah, that's what makes it so difficult because he is strong. Maybe his post moves aren't the most fluid, but if he gets it in there, he can score.
Parker 7, the Rockets 11. Ariza. Howard. Tim Duncan slapped it away. 4 seconds on the shot clock.
He's going to win that battle every single time. You're going to get layups and dunks at the rim.
Baines to Parker. Manu to check it. From Tony Parker.
He's able to get the jump from Boone, come down the floor and turn it over.
Duncan on Howard. Wow, what a shot from Tim off the glass.
Yeah, to give Howard that little dream shake.
And a half the contest, had 6 with 6 assists against the Thunder last night. Brewer knocked away, stolen by Timmy. Off to the claw. Here comes Leonard to Corey. And
a great cause, and good to have Kawhi helping support that effort. Here's Duncan, matching the Spurs' largest lead. Jones blocked by Tim Duncan here.
On that screen with Kawhi Leonard, he's able to turn the corner, and once he throws his body into you with those big hands, he's not going to lose it. He's going to finish the play.
Deflection, here comes Leonard. Brewer, oh, he's got Joseph.
No, it's not.
Got all veterans, you don't have to worry about it. Duncan, inside, and there's the basket by Bain.
T. Jones has got to do a better job of not letting Bain.
All season long, but he says he feels real good now, best he's felt. He's bouncing around. And the Rockets missed assignments inside, and Tim Duncan slammed it home.
You're forced to shoot from the perimeter.
Harden puts it up, missed it. Tipped up in the air by Jones. Jones gets the offensive rebound, and it's tipped away. Look at the hustle by Jones. He stays with it. Nice pass to Howard. He's fouled by Green. Jimmy Duncan now with the basketball. Gonna work on Dwight. Puts it up quickly off the glass. He uses that glass as good as any man who's played. Yep.
Yeah, in the last contest.
Yep. Duncan. Ginobili. Can't give that up. Boy, he's been doing it forever, hasn't he?
Yeah, a long time.
Green outside, picked up by Harden. Now Joey Dorsey will try to stay with Duncan. Duncan off the glass for two. Reggie Miller.
Ray Allen.
Big Ray Allen. Taking it down low, and Timmy just drops it in.
So you got to front Timmy, but you can't give up too much on the weak side.
And Joy is stuck inside. That means Josh wants to stay with Duncan. Joy picked him up, but Duncan was able to get it up over Joey Dorsey per game. They've been tipping away a lot of balls, and there's Tim Duncan. He has improved his range from two. Odi Eunice had been shooting well from out there, too. And great pass by Bain.
That Duncan keeps that ball high above his head. He's been doing that for decades.
10 rebounds and 10 points. Another double-double for Howard. To the basket. Knocked out of bounds by San Antonio. 16 points for Ariza. Duncan slams it home. Green drops it down to Duncan and puts it up and in. And it's a tie game at 72. In the third quarter, Ginobili on the drive, got it inside, picked up a double team, missed it, but Timmy Duncan was there to help him out. Right at the rim. Leonard picked up his dribble. Now back to Mills, 7 on the shot clock, down to 6, down to 5, ball deflected. Timmy's got it, puts it up and in. Tim Duncan now with 25 points for the ageless one. And coming out of there with it. Leonard to Timmy for the dunk.
Tim Duncan, that's his third dunk of the game.
55 playoffs. Here's Terry now getting it down inside and knocked away from Dwight. And Ariza gives it up to Harden. Harden on the drive. It's blocked. And San Antonio wins on a Tim Duncan block.
And Parker. Now to Duncan, and Tim the easy reverse.
Now Papa's calling Marco back after that.
Houston the other night. Makes it a 7-4 game. Timmy knocks it away. And hello, front row.
Yeah, they got to be careful, especially in that Minnesota game. Minnesota can play the spoiler. You get caught looking ahead or behind, depending on how they play tonight.
Duncan the block on Markieff Morris. And Parker against Bledsoe. Tony trying to turn the corner. Timmy retrieves and scores.
Oh, we're calling that a pass.
The shot clock. Tucker, nice job defensively. Timmy keeps alive, bats it back to Manu. Open three, count it!
Well, why not? There's the old man once again.
Granted a fresh clock.
You shouldn't be.
Following the timeout.
That's right, you shouldn't.
To me, that's not rewarding the defensive effort. Timmy finds Bellinelli for two, and Marco's got 10 now. Stand out, averaging 9 points, 6 boards, shoots 34% from three. Parker to Timmy. And lays it up and in.
Good penetration there by Tony, sets in the defense, into the reserves time.
Spurs have won 2 of the 3 previous meetings this season, losing the one on Halloween in Phoenix. And then the earlier game here.
Because I believe our guys would be a lot more focused.
Danny Green on the drive for Duncan, and Timmy scores.
Making it look easy right there. A closeout, that's what happened. And Kawhi didn't respond to get back with him. Papa's upset with Kawhi or Danny on that play.
Tim Duncan. Markieff Morris inside. And there's Tim coming to help out as Goodwin had the advantage on Tony. Ginobili on the drive, back to Duncan. Parker on the penetration, and Tony lays it up and in.
More determined effort there from Tony Parker. Catches that ball with a little pep in his step, turns the corner with a sense of purpose.
Quarter. Kidnapping going on from the Coyote, meanwhile. Duncan from Manu. That's an and one for the big guy. Leonard gives it off to Duncan. Timmy gets it back from Danny, and Boris Diaw, easy two.
That's a great cut there by Boris.
Fouling Josh Smith, and he's on 1 of 5 to start, so it's going to be a factor in the playoffs. Oh, Tim Duncan off the window.
For the Pels coming in. It'll be Parker, and behind Duncan, good grab by the big guy, and an early lead for San Antonio. Green. Deep into the clock. Tony Parker, and will he get there? A little teardrop. So he's playing much better basketball. Tony Parker, a 32-year-old now. Parker will get it back. 8 on the shot clock.
And this is the matchup you like him for. Somebody who can stay in front of Parker. Block that.
Somebody, some kind of pass.
Right, somebody who can guard Parker, stay in front, make him do some other things. Yeah, I thought he may have tried to do too much. I thought he could go over the top early.
Anderson coming over. Leonard will get it anyway. Just out of the reach on a timeout. 16-point game. Inside of 6 to play. With it. On the run, Danny Green, and almost take it away. They'll go real quickly inside, though. And Tim Duncan will get it. Smart play. Was a deep post entry to begin with.
So, and I think Ryan Anderson has 5. They're matching that right now.
Tony Parker, it was flat, but it worked. So coming off the pick, it's down to 17 after it was up to 23. Now Parker. Ooh, almost walked with the basketball, didn't he? Entry for Baines, and he will get the roll.
That's just too deep. Anthony Davis relaxed just for a minute.
Attack, like you said, Eric Gordon, and he's blocked from behind. He thought it was fouled by Kawhi Leonard. Instead, Leonard going the distance. He'll get a layup out of it. 4 straight to start the second half, 12-point game. Parker waiting for Duncan. Goes away. Duncan will get the layup. So I think they've been doing that, and they can do it in their sleep by now. Balance. Holiday's on him. And now on a switch. Holiday's got to get back to it. It'll be Evans, instead Parker. And it was almost like the switches got mixed up.
Right.
11-point lead. Can you slow this guy down? And right away they go to Duncan. Duncan on the block against AD. And nothing you can do. I mean, he really defended it. And that was a tough look. Get the rebound. Inside of 4 to play. Can you keep it up at this end? Pocket and an easy one for Duncan. After our game, matching up at home with Indiana, and Indiana needs to win. Win, they're in. Out of the timeout, take it away. Duncan got it away from Davis.
That's 2 executed plays out of time.
Paul and Parker. That'll be a great matchup to watch. And Griffin inside. Duncan is defending. Green takes it the other way for San Antonio.
That's a rare miss by offensively. Both of these guys really know how to put the ball in the basket. It's going to be interesting who can stop the other at the defensive end. Nice move by Splitter.
Good passing right there. The hockey assist goes to Parker.
Griffin and DeAndre Jordan down low underneath.
Leonard has taken 1 shot. Splitter finds Duncan. The bump into Jordan. Good play by Tim Duncan, who's got already 4.
Blake Griffin, 7 points. 1 rebound, 1 assist.
Griffin hitting at the line too. A 73% free throw shooter. Beautiful play.
How about the pass from Tim Duncan? You're going to try to short arm it, and that's exactly what Baines did.
Now Paul will face Leonard. With an errant pass, maybe the reach of Leonard foiled that pass. The 3rd turnover.
Back right. With a defender on your hip.
Villanelle with the fake, and Barnes bites, and it's a 3. And Marco puts it in from outside. The San Antonio Spurs. And next to Paul. That helps a lot.
Great transition defense here by the Spurs to get back off that turnover.
Griffin doubled inside. Shot clock at 6. Rebound tonight.
Remember we talked about the pace being in the Clippers' favors in that first quarter. Now it's all about the Spurs here in the second.
How about the assist? How about the hockey assist? Baines throws it inside. Division game 1, 32 points, 13 of 20 Reds from the field.
I thought he put so much pressure on the Spurs defense.
Duncan with the runner inside.
See in game 1 from Parker.
He looks more likely, doesn't he? Of course, it's early. They go to Duncan. It was a great pass. And Duncan converts. And Tim picks up his 4th point. That ball through the defense. 8.5 to go in the first quarter. Spurs have started 2 of 6. A push, a bucket, and a free throw. Coming up for Tim Duncan. Knocked away by Paul.
Smart try to pick up a second foul on DeAndre Jordan.
Tim Duncan has found the stroke. He's got 8 points, a perfect 4 of 4.
Playoff season, he's at 44-69.
As upon further review, that was more of an Edmond, Oklahoma step. There's a Green 3 as he makes it from outside. Good sign as Danny Green hits a trick. It's Reddit. Back to Green and high for Jordan. Maybe a little too high.
That's exactly. Nice matchups. When there's a smaller defender on you, I'm just going to body you, take you into the paint.
Diao, good pass. Duncan finds him open inside.
Jordan from the regular season and playoffs.
Griffin's got 4 assists already. Green will drive. Duncan will fire. Tim Duncan has hit every shot he has put up tonight. He's got 10.
Rest from Chris Paul as well.
Nice ball rotation. There's a shot by Bellinelli.
I don't know why it took the playoffs for me to see this, but he looks like a different animal.
Parker, Duncan, and he hits. And
still
Tim
perfect.
Duncan is 6 of 6 tonight.
Still perfect, Kev.
Under 3 to go.
You're wondering when the tank is going to go empty for Tim Duncan.
Nice deflection there by Tim Duncan. It's Bellinelli. Leonard. Parker has yet to score. Duncan has been scoring all over the joint. Good play by Duncan again. 7 of 8, 14 points. Game tonight. It was a 6-point lead halftime in game 1 for the Clippers. Duncan again. Oh my goodness.
Maybe he is going against David Robinson back in his old days in practice. In that paint area.
Tony Parker, by the way, is 0 of 4 so far. Duncan trying to work through all kinds of traffic and find something else. 18 points. Tim Duncan,
who's doing everything. Why not? Why not? They're just going to ride the back of the Hall of Famer.
And against the glass.
Too easy.
And a big lead now in this game of 10 for San Antonio. Griffin and Duncan. Rejected. It's a goaltend. It is a goaltend.
That's vintage. Seem to make many mistakes. Remember last year during the playoffs, everyone was questioning Chris Paul and the turnovers as Danny Green finally gets one to go from downtown. But
coverage of Genovese took it to the wing with no place to go. Now here once again, Jordan defending Duncan. And can't stop it. I mean,
this is ridiculous.
This is such a clinic tonight put on.
This is ridiculous.
And he counted again. Another 50-50 ball, and up Barnes goes. Gets it again. Knocked away by Duncan. It's picked up by Mills.
Man, that easily could have been Tim Duncan's 6th foul.
And Duncan has had 4 of those misses. Bellinelli on the switch to that Jordan defending, and he hits a tough shot with a 7-footer Jordan in his arm reach. Moments of game 1.
Yeah, we saw 2 of those in game 1.
It's Duncan. And he gets that to go over DeAndre Jordan inside. And San Antonio again by 3. He has been a deep concern for the Spurs because his numbers look good coming after right shoulder surgery. What a shot by Duncan. Across the lane, hitting the deck, and gets the deuce to fall.
It's a heck of a series. Like Coach talked about, these 2 teams should not be facing each other in the first round.
Duncan gets the roll. Duncan, 28 points and 11 rebounds. Diao finds Duncan. Barnes on Duncan. Leonard, another 3. Timeout, LA.
Your own offense. And those aren't easy decisions in real time.
Nice pass, Duncan to Bellinelli.
First field goal for Bellinelli. Bigger guys on him like Leonard or Green as Griffin struggles with his dribble. 5 to shoot. Griffin goes at Duncan. Ball right back to Griffin. Follow misses. Jordan. Griffin usually finds the lob pass to Jordan on those. Redick over to Barnes. 4 to shoot. Barnes drives, goes right at Duncan. Blocked by Duncan. Parker showing no ill effects of that Achilles. Green hits a three. His second three-pointer, and it's back up to 11. He wants him to take. He's looking to score now, much more. Nice feed, splitter inside. Last season.
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say he's going to surpass that. Just a gut feeling.
So cold. Duncan blocks Rivers. Duncan felt some contact, throws it up and in. Spurs and has developed now into such a fine two-way player.
And by Cleveland.
But a different Clipper team to start than what we saw in Game 3. Alley-oop to Leonard. Nice pass from Tim Duncan. Difficulty guarding Kawhi Leonard in Game 3. Leonard.
And that trip defensively, the Clippers switched it. But he is absolutely a terror on the offensive end right now. And those are, you have to make an adjustment as a staff.
Jordan blocked by Duncan. Duncan leading the break the other way. Danny Green for 3. Now he has an air ball. And Griffin throws it right back to Duncan. And Duncan fouled by Davis.
Shaded your shoulder on purpose. He's not Ronda Rousey where he's got the armbar twist going. To me, you can be frustrated as Duncan converts, but I don't see Olynyk as a cheap shot guy at all.
Danny Green inside to Duncan. Clippers wanted to travel. Duncan wanted contact. Nobody was happy there, although the Spurs get the 2 points. Guarding Paul. Initial. Barnes catch and shoot. Air ball. Jordan the rebound, can't finish. And Duncan grabs his 10th board. Season, but what a disappointing finish it would be if they couldn't advance. Leonard shot misses. Duncan somehow tips it in.
Big time offensive board by Duncan. But I agree, Mike, it's a must win for the Clippers. That's why I say you can't do it.
Griffin posting up Crawford. Jordan goes for the fake. Great pass from Kawhi Leonard.
And that's the problem with Matt Barnes picking up his 4th foul.
So good at that shot.
Duncan down the lane. Possession. Parker. Nice feed inside. Duncan short shot off the glass. Quick timeout from Doc Rivers. Back-to-back buckets for San Antonio.
Game against Boston and not game 1 against Chicago or Milwaukee.
Griffin has to put it up, throws up an air ball. Excellent defense, Duncan and Leonard swarming. Green chased off by Paul. Leonard down the lane, it's good. 8 straight points, and it's a 5-point game. Patty Mills. Duncan and Griffin. Duncan trying to draw the foul on Griffin and throws it up and in. Duncan tips it, rebound Redick. Redick throws it out, nearly saved it right to Duncan and puts it up and in. Crawford, good hustle to save it, but he threw it right into the paint of the Spurs.
Everyone, especially statistically, Duncan with the miss, gets his own miss and puts it back up and in. Tim Duncan, who turned 39 this weekend. % in the series behind the arc, as Reggie just talking about, 31.8. It's DeAndre Jordan watching Tim Duncan. Shot clock down to 6. Duncan with another nice spinner. San Antonio position. There's a Beautiful pass inside to Leonard off the fingertips of Tim Duncan.
But to me, the Clippers, they got to show that mental toughness they showed in Game 4.
3, rebound Duncan, easily back up and in, and Tim Duncan with a layup.
Shooter, especially point guard in the game. As soon as he comes off those screens, they're leaving him.
Ginobili Duncan, who reached in.
What a pass.
That was a terrific pass by Manu Ginobili. Duncan 4 of 6. Ginobili off the bench to a 5, 3 of 6 with that knock in right there. Manu Ginobili. Paul with 8. It's Duncan looking for splitter. Got good position on Blake Griffin. He's averaging 36 minutes in the playoffs. In this first series, he averaged 29 in the regular season. Duncan knocked it away.
Comes over the steal, and now is playing point center.
Is in 10 to fire. Duncan is picked up by Jordan. Duncan at 39. Nice spin move inside by Tim Duncan, who answers again. He's played 26 minutes.
Comfortable because a lot of these players are role players. They probably wouldn't even play at other places.
Mills got it from Duncan, a triple wide open, and he buries it from outside. Mills has found his stroke, and still, look at, he's 1 of 7. Ginobili. Duncan is open. He beats Davis inside. Dion, look at the rotating ball. It's Parker finding Duncan. Pretty passing, patient passing by San Antonio. Off the hands of Griffin, intercepted by Duncan. Out to Tony Parker, over Crawford. And the tip in by Kawhi Leonard. And a technical foul called in.
The intensity has really picked up here.
Griffin, who is 0 of 6 in his fourth quarter. There's the throwaway right there by Griffin, unless it was poked away. The defense by San Antonio. Leading the other way. Shot clock at 2. Count it! Big shot that time by Tim Duncan. Ball maneuvers. Griffin for the tie. Rejected by Duncan. Rejected by Duncan. Jordan got a hand on it, but Parker comes out of the pack with it.
Kevin, early on in this first quarter, all those 50-50 balls. Nice look ahead there by Parker to Tim Duncan.
Up to Green, gets by Crawford. Look away to Mills on top. Look at the ball rotation. Look at the beautiful ball movement. Look at the beautiful result for San Antonio.
When your ball club is up.
Spurs, 5 field goals this quarter. All have been threes, except that right there. As Duncan drops one inside.
And if Tony Parker to the front of the rim and take position. Nice pass there on that high-low action by Tim Duncan. He's doing everything. He's got the points, he's got the rebounds, and now defensively the blocks.
The double-doubles are in. Duncan inside. Duncan was scoreless in the half until that. Shot clock at 7.
Great defensive effort here by the Clippers.
Dion, another fadeaway. He's hit 2 like that tonight. A big one in Game 5. Dion's got a matchup he likes. Now doubled by Jordan. Griffin trying to defend Tim Duncan. You know, bad health has led the Spurs to some easy points like that. Struggle with his shot. Offensive board by Duncan. Dion. Duncan over Jordan. What a play by Tim Duncan. Knee problems, hamstring, and thigh. I mean, it's about every part of his body that has got some kind of injury. It's Splitter and a big pass to Duncan, and they are 2 of 2 to start. Spurs shooting 70%. They come back the other way. Griffin now with 6. Duncan against Griffin at the other end. And what makes the Duncan performance in this so incredible, he had 10 of the first 12 Clipper points tonight. Clippers have their first lead. They go inside. Duncan pushed by Davis and a foul on the play.
The body language, and you know he's the leader. He's a competitor. It's Tim Duncan, just groundhog day. He just goes off the glass. So boring and so exciting at the same time as Tim Duncan. But themselves, Blake has made it that much tougher getting other guys involved.
Dion is the only bench guy in there. Great pass. Green. Duncan with a great cut. Duncan. With Jordan right there. And running out of hedge. Tim Duncan makes it go. What a Beautiful.
What a beautiful flick of the wrist right there. He's getting his position.
He's got 15 to match the 15 of Chris Paul. So the two best players are playing at the top of the game, even though, as you see Duncan spin right there on Griffin, even though Chris Paul is hobbling along with a bad hamstring. Left, went to the locker room, came back out, and has constructed a terrific game. Duncan with a good spin on Jordan.
What a good move by Duncan right there for the Clippers.
Green drives on Redick and gets it to go, and a foul. Danny Green has come up with his best game in Game 7.
Interesting seeing Blake Griffin right now on Kawhi. Kind of a mismatch because he doesn't have a size advantage.
And Duncan finds himself in a mismatch, and he exploits it going right into Chris Paul.
Knocking it down, though, when it matters the most.
3 fourth quarter time. 7 fourth quarter lead changes. Duncan inside, great position. Great position on Griffin. He's way into Barnes. Picked up inside Green once, twice, a third time Duncan. Got it! And a foul inside on the Clippers. 3:11 to go.